Sunday. These are going to be our tarot readings and messages from the spirit animal world, and these are meant for the second half of May. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you guys are doing great. If you are joining this stream live, you can donate to support the channel through the live stream super chat option. Also, I have Venmo, CashApp, PayPal links below. Always want to get that info out first. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, or want any info regarding the card decks, anything like that, just check down in the description box below. There will be info that you can reach me at for inquiries and requests. So that is that out of the way, guys. I also want to say happy full flower moon and lunar eclipse tonight. That is happening actually at about midnight tonight, a little after midnight tonight. Eastern Standard Time at 12:14 a.m. We will have that perfect full moon tonight, and that will be in that deeply transformative sign of Scorpio. I do have readings for all 12 of the signs posted up. Definitely go check that out. Those lunar energies are very much in effect for the next 30 days, and especially since this is in an eclipse energy, I would say really the next 6 months, the reverberations are very, very strong. It does really help us to release a lot of deeply held energies. There was a definite current, very strong theme running through all the full moon readings that I did. It very much felt like release, declutter. It's time to heal. It's time to transform. It's really time to move to the next level so much. So the more that you can turn those deeply held energies or negative experiences or painful emotions loose, the better off you're going to be. And if you've already been doing a lot of work to help release that kind of stuff in your life, you're already ahead of the game. So that's very much what that is about. So that's what's going on, guys. Definitely check out your moon readings, and we're going to get you some extra info tonight. I always love doing these because I have always been an animal person. And so let me go ahead. I'm going to grab a couple tuning forks so that we can kind of get focused here. Good to see a couple folks already in the chat. I will open up the chat for personal readings at the end of these general reads. We're going to do all 12 signs though, so it will be a little bit of time, but I will open that up at the end. Personal readings are $15 donations while the stream is live. So if you're interested in that, you can let me or one of the moderators know while I do these reads. If you want to be on the list, we'll put you down. If you donate through Super Chat on YouTube, I will see that pop up. If you donate through one of my links, then you'll need to let us know because I can't see those on YouTube while I'm streaming. So good to see everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with the tuning forks. We're just going to take a couple deep breaths. We're going to set our intentions, get ready for the messages tonight. Good to see you, Justin, David, Ms. Mindful. It's been a minute since I've seen you in the chat, so good to have you here tonight. Mattia, Ocean, Susan. We got a good group here. It's good. All right, y'all, let's start out. We're just going to go in order this evening. We're going to go just in order from Aries to Pisces. So let's go ahead and start. So Aries, happy Sunday to you guys. This is going to be your spirit animal readings for the second half of May. I hope you guys are doing great. We're just going to do a little energetic check-in with your spirit animal helpers and guides. I actually saw quite a big, I had a big visit today from a red-tailed hawk. He, he landed in my backyard. I looked over, I looked out the window, and there he was, and he had caught himself a snake and was eating it. I don't know if he caught it in my yard or caught it somewhere else and decided to sit in my yard to eat his lunch, but boy, he was beautiful and very much enjoying his tasty snack. So yeah, it was an interesting one today. Definitely got a nice visit from the hawk spirit today. All right, Aries. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful rams. Anything that they need to see for their highest and best good, please. And let's start with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them out the most for the second half of May, please. Very nice. Oh, cow spirit, Aries. One of my favorite spirit animals, to be honest. This is just such a fabulous energy. Very Taurus. We are in Taurus season, so I feel like this brings a lot of that earthy, grounding, Mother Earth, Gaia energy to you. It really feels like that Empress energy, right? It's just creative, nurturing, loving. The miracles are endless. So yeah, opening up the doors of opportunity, the doors of, miracles for you, Aries. I would say this is definitely a good time for grounding, centering, getting focused. In this second half of May, your ruling planet, Mars, is moving into your own sign. So I feel like it's really going to bring you back to center with a lot of your own personal energy as well. So let's get some tarot. Going to use our animal tarot deck, our Arc Animal Tarot. Past, present, future, please, for Aries. Yes. Ooh, you're going to get some clarity here for my Rams. We're starting out with the Six of Cups, Otter Spirit. So I do feel, with this Mercury retrograde that's in swing right now, Venus in your sign here, Aries, you're doing some reminiscing, some nostalgic, thoughts. This is what you're coming into the second half of May with, right? You may be missing someone. You may be having really good memories about something or someone from your past. This can also be those childhood memories and energies that need to be reviewed and healed, but that is what you're coming in with. I do think you're going to be doing a lot of hermit energy. You're going to be doing a lot of inner healing, a lot of self-reflection. This is Virgo energy on that hermit card with the snow leopard spirit. So I really do feel like you're going to be spending some quality time to yourself, to regroup, to free focus, to center, to get clear on what it is that you want. Hermit energy is very pioneering. It follows its star of personal truth. So I do feel that's what you're going to be doing in order to work through these memories or feelings around the past. But wow, you were going to come into some clarity. We've got the Condor spirit. This is what's going into the future. So that King of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is the master strategist making a far-ranging plan, having a very good long-term vision of where you want to go. So I really do feel like this time of healing and introspection will help you cut right through anything that's confusing, anything that's cloudy, anything that's been making you feel really all over the place. And Aries, I'm just going to make a note too, astrologically, the Mercury retrograde ends June 3rd. So I would say especially after that, that clarity is really going to hit. On the bottom of the deck, look at that. We've got our Raven Spirit, our Magician. So I do feel that you're coming back to something new, right? You're recreating a new life, a new you. You're manifesting something big. That Cow Spirit working along with the Magician, to me, it's all about manifestation. It's all about using, your own willpower and discipline and saying, you know what, I've got a lot of good things to bring here to the table. I'm not going to let the past bog me down in a negative way, right? That's, I think, what it is with the Six of Cups, right? It's fine to look at the past as long as you don't stare, as long as you don't let that past situation just pull you down and take you down into a negative place of darkness. If you're using your past experiences to heal and to go forward, then they become very empowering. Great reading, Aries. Let's get into what's my word for this? An affirmation. I haven't done a live stream in a minute, but let's get into this one for Aries, please. The Coyote, yes. Revealer of truth here, guys. And I really feel that, you know, this is kind of that reminder not to take yourself too seriously. Keep your sense of humor. Keep things light. Laugh at the you know, weird things that happen, or the so-called mistakes or tricks of life, right? Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at our own folly, our own mistakes. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So yeah, Aries, there's definitely a learning curve here for the second half of May, but I think you're going to get through very, very nicely. And you're going to create something good out of anything that's been kind of dogging you. Because those Mercury retrogrades, I can already feel it. As soon, you know, the day or two after the retrograde started, I was like, oh yeah, I can notice that. Everything gets a little weird. Having to reschedule a lot of things, and just that feeling of like, no matter how you want to get forward, it just isn't happening. All right, we've got Taurus up next. Happy birthday to all my fabulous Taurus folks. We are getting closer to the end of your season. I'm sorry to see it go, because I really do. This Capricorn here, this Earth girl, loves Taurus energy. I love the Taurus time of the year. I have felt so productive since it started. I wish it could last a few more months, right? You know, so we could just enjoy that a little longer. So let's get into your reading. This is going to be for your second half of May, Taurus, and we're going to see what's coming up for you from your spirit animals. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Taurus folks. What do they need to know and see most for the second half of May 2022? The Fox Spirit. I tell you, oh, the fox went out on a chilly night. I've seen a lot of foxy folks out around my backyard and through this neighborhood, guys. Taurus, this is your main spirit animal guide for the second half of May. And I tell you, there is nothing quick like a fox. And they're very agile and they're very sensitive. They're very shy. They're very careful. Like, as soon as they see me, they're out of there. They do not sit around. So think on your feet, right? Use your cunning, use your mental skill, use your intellectual agility for the second half of May. You're definitely going to have to do what you can to clear the mind and be, you know, be very, you know, on top of your game that way, because we are dealing with a Mercury retrograde through the second half of May. So I would say double check your work, right? Double check everything that you do and say, because, you know, we're in that fuzzy time. We're in that fuzzy time. So let's get into our animal tarot for you, Taurus. Dear Spirit, let's see what we've got past, present, future for the Taurus folks in the chat here. Wow, you are a fox energy right now, Taurus. So immediate past, you're coming from the jellyfish spirit, the Queen of Cups. Very sensitive, very psychic, very intuitive, caring, loving, nurturing, compassionate. But she is also very careful about who she lets into her life. She is, to me, the queen that represents emotional boundaries almost more than any other card in the tarot. So I do feel like you're coming from a place of maybe learning, you know, through experience, that, you know, you can still be loving, you can still be a caring person, but you don't have to let every single person that you meet into your life, right? You don't have to let them into the inner sanctum of your heart. And this is really a learning curve that a lot of intuitive people, a lot of emotional, empathic people have to, learn, usually the hard way. But I do feel like you're coming from a better sense of emotional boundaries here, Taurus. This is also, to me, very strong Scorpio energy. Queen of Cups, I always call her my Scorpio queen. And we are doing this reading tonight in the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, just saying. So I do feel like something is coming very full circle with your emotional boundaries and health. Still be a loving, nurturing, caring person here, Taurus, but be sure that they're going to give and, receive just as much, right? Right in the center, this is really the heart of the matter. This is what's going on with you. And the major part of the second half of the month is the Fox Spirit, the Knight of Wands. So we got 2 foxes coming up into your reading already, Taurus. Just saying, we're doubling up your foxy energy. Again, it's just, to me, an even stronger message to think on your feet, to double check your work, make sure that you don't miscommunicate, right? If you feel like you have, double back and say, I'm sorry, I think I might not have been clear. Try to be as clear as possible. And if you feel like you can't be, you may want to wait till another time. The other thing I will say about the Knight of Wands, it is a Sagittarius energy. It's very fiery. It's very restless. You may feel like you really want to go, you want to do the second half of May. You might be making travel plans or taking some trips. And this is doubled up by the way that this plays out over the future, right? Because what you're setting up is really taking you to the next level. Taurus, I think you've definitely got travel on the mind. You might be in a long distance relationship for some of you. Some of you may be planning to see them again. That's very exciting, right? The 8 of Wands. Or you might be meeting somebody that lives somewhere else than you do, or you may simply just be saying, I've been wanting to go somewhere, I've been wanting to take this trip and I haven't done it. I'm really excited about it. 8 of Wands usually brings through the end of stagnant energy. Both the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Wands are Sagittarius cards. So this is travel, education, and movement, coming out of stagnation and finally going forward again. I feel like communication is going to be very strong. But because of Mercury retrograde, you gotta double check what you do and what you say, just to make sure you don't fall into the pitfalls of it. On the bottom of the deck, we have got the Snake Spirit, the Tower card, Mars energy. So again, I feel like life is speeding up for you in the second half of May, Taurus. This is, to me, an indicator that you are coming from a new vibration, because the Tower usually indicates that you have already or are in the process of, clearing away an old foundation and setting up something that's going to be new and good for you in the future. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Taurus. Yeah, I do feel like you are learning something. You're overcoming something. Look at that Eagle Spirit with the Mastery card. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So I do feel like you're stepping into a wiser portion of your life. I do feel like you're seeing things from a higher plane, bigger perspective. And it's helping you to come out of some stagnant places. That's the main thing I feel. So be careful with your words, your thoughts. Make sure they reflect what you truly want them to be, Taurus. All right, my Geminis. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have got for you guys. Gemini, you've had some really interesting readings. I would say especially over the last month and a half, I've really noticed you guys. Let's get into your spirit animal messages. These are going to be for around that second half of May. And Gemini, we are in a Mercury retrograde in your sign right now. This is definitely interesting times for you guys. Don't be surprised if you're doing a lot of review, revision, reflection, all the rewords apply. Returning to things, right? Reviewing things, all the rewords when Mercury is in retrograde. All right, dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us Gemini for the second half of May 2022. Anything they need to see for their highest and best, please. I like that one. This is a favorite. The Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So Gemini, if you've been having any worries about scarcity, not having enough resources, money, time, energy, etc., remember to put yourself in a place of gratitude. Remember to ground yourself, stabilize as much as possible. If life is moving too fast or you're trying to take on too much right now, remember to slow down, right? You can always speed up later, but right now, with Mercury in retrograde, it is usually a good time to slow things down a bit. Ground that energy. Let's see what we have, please, Spirit, for Gemini in the tarot, second half of May, past, present, future. Wow. Yeah, I do feel like you're coming through a lot, but look at how beautiful it turns out. I felt two coming up in the beginning, so I'm going to take these two together in the immediate past. Look at that. Gemini, you have really been going through some times, some challenging times. I have been getting the feeling from your readings, at least for a month, month and a half, that there are people in your life that you are just sick of, you're done with. And these are people that have either hurt you, betrayed you. These are both cards of heartache, betrayal, disappointment. You know, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, thankfully. Oh, not Wands. Okay, we got Three of Swords and Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is very burdensome, very painful. It makes you feel like there's this heaviness on your heart, right? And the Three of Swords is that heartache, betrayal, disappointments, loss, grieving, having to do the recovery work. So this in your immediate past, I really feel this for you guys because it's been coming up a lot with y'all's readings. It has been a little overwhelming. It's like there are people that I feel like you're really working to turn loose of and heal from. And I do feel like that's where you're coming from as you step into the second half of this month. But look at this. This is so beautiful. We got the Stork card, the Six of Swords, better times ahead, new home and hearth. This is to me that very strong head and heart decision to go forward in your life, to let go of the chaos, the pain, the drama, the hurt feelings, the mental anguish and anxiety. You're really going towards a more peaceful time in your life where you're really choosing that peaceful existence. Part of what you're going through with the Mercury retrograde may also have a lot to do with review, right? It said us all those rewords. So you may be really reviewing the past and kind of going, wow, that hurt. Wow, that was heavy. I'm so glad it's over. I'm so glad I'm moving forward because the crux of it is you're moving forward. You're going towards better times and you're making a very strong decision to do it. Firefly Spirit, Six of Wands, guys. So you go from that Six of Swords going in a positive new direction. Six of Wands, shining your light, recognized achievement, things turning out in your favor. It's a victory card. Moment of glory. I love it. So I really do feel, guys, this is going to turn out so well in your favor. Look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the bald eagle spirit, the emperor card of ambition, fearlessness, and leadership. So I do feel that overall what is happening through this cycle is you are accepting responsibility for your life. Even if you're not the one that hurt you, you know, it's like somebody else might have hurt you, but you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to let it keep hurting me. I'm not going to stay stuck in that energy. I'm going to move it forward. I'm going to go to my victory and I'm going to take leadership of my life. It's beautiful. So let's get into a affirmation for Gemini. This has been so much your energy. We've really been filtering out and detoxing your social life, the kind of people that you have been friends with, the kind of people you've associated with. It's all been changing dramatically this last couple months here, Gemini. The white stag, the protector. And I think too, you know, it's like this does make you feel very protective, not only of yourself, but those you do care about that really have your back, because you're really learning who's on your side and who's really not. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings with your magic. Between this white stag and the buffalo spirit, I think you're really getting back in touch with nature, your grounding center. And it is, you know, you're going forward. It's a leadership energy. It's a stag spirit's very strong. The stag also represents moving through a portal in Druidic tradition. It's very much about moving from one state of being to another there. Get some tea, guys. They really were, Justin. These reads have been great lately. The full moon reads were, I have to say, the Pisces one. Oh, the Pisces one was so good. I was like, darn, Pisces. They got some good stuff coming through on that full moon. All right, Cancer. Happy full moon to you, my little moon children. This is definitely, you know, the powerful time of the month for Cancer because you are ruled by the moon. So happy full moon to you guys. These are going to be your spirit animal messages for the second half of May 2022. Let's see what we have got coming up for my crabulous folks out there. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our fabulous crabs. Let's see what is going on with them for the second half of May, please. Anything they need to see for their highest and best. And let's start out with one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them out the most during this time. Ooh, the armadillo spirit, another creature that famously has a shell. So Cancer, set healthy boundaries. I think this kind of speaks for itself. I think that you are being very protective. You're being very careful, very guarded. But you know, armadillos are still really cute. So you're still feeling pretty cute. But you're doing what's right for you. You're setting healthy boundaries in your relationships, in your personal energy and life. So definitely take that to heart. If there's someone that or some situation that you just don't feel good about, don't even feel like you gotta apologize. Just get out of there, Cancer. Get on out of there. Let's see what we have got in the tarot for you. Past, present, future. Second half of May for Cancer. There's your beautiful moon. We know that's coming out. We know it. This is the immediate past, so you are coming in strong with this full moon here tonight. Oh my goodness. Seeing through the shadows and psychic power. This also kind of tells me, this is Pisces energy. This is the Pisces power card in the tarot. So I feel that you may have seen through somebody's deception, somebody's lies. You may have had somebody in your life or situation in your life that just wasn't being that truthful or honest with you. And so that's why that setting healthy boundaries is coming in real strong with the second half of this month, because this is where you're coming from. You're like, oh yeah, I got all the info on this person. I know what they were trying to do. I know they were playing with me. But, you know, you're shutting it down because the owl can see right through the dark and the deceptions. We've got the bee spirit coming in with the second card. Heart of the matter this month. The present energy is the bee spirit, Wheel of Fortune. So this shows a lot of good luck, things turning in your favor, coming out of stagnation, and finally moving forward, Cancer. You might be letting go of a water sign, right? There might have been a fellow water sign, sad to say, that just wasn't being that honest with you. But the people around you, those would be Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Those folks are in your corner here with this Wheel of Fortune. And this is a good card to say that your luck is turning, right? Your fortune is changing, right? It's moving away from something more difficult and negative and confusing towards something that's going to be a lot more positive dynamic. Going into the future, as the way this plays out, we have the chimpanzee spirit for you, the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So I do feel like you will be balancing yourself. This card to me is very much about a life-work balance, because this could indicate that you've been working too hard, not having enough fun. taking on too much or putting too much on yourself, taking responsibility for other people's responsibilities that they should be handling. And so this is a card that reminds you to have more fun, Cancer, to lighten up and enjoy your life a lot more. On the bottom of the deck, undercurrent of all this is the Cat Spirit, Page of Swords. This is new ideas, new thoughts, new energies. It's also a card that I would say, be careful. Think for yourself. That's why we got this kitty cat. Think for yourself, because many times Page of Swords can be gossipy kind of personalities. It can sometimes be immature. You know, don't believe everything you hear from others. Don't believe everything that you read on the internet, right? Make sure that you think for yourself through all of this. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Cancer. There's our moose with his crown. Yes. Use your wisdom here, Cancer. I feel like you are growing in wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you, and you know much. So you're in touch with those ancestors. I love that. Feet grounded on the earth. Head and mind towards the stars. That's a beautiful message. All right, my crabs. All right, Leo. Let's see what's up for the Lions. I hope you guys are doing great tonight. Leo, this is going to be your messages, your spirit animal messages for the second half of May 2022. We're going to see what is coming up for you guys. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Leos. Anything they need to see for their highest and best good, please. And let's start with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most for the second half of this month. Oh, yes. So Leo, this is a perfect card for Mercury retrograde season because we've got the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely, right? Pigs are actually extremely intelligent, and that's why we've got the mind and the spirit here. Be careful how you use your thoughts. Be careful how you use your mind. Don't let anxious thoughts and worry take over. Be a good steward of your mind's facilities right now. Many times things get confusing, miscommunications happen during Mercury retrogrades, so it's really reminding you, Leo, before you get upset or before you worry about something needlessly, make sure to get some clarity on whatever it may be. Let's get some tarot for you. Past, present, future, please, Spirit, for Leo. Aw, we've got the babies here. We got the bunny rabbit. We got starting out. So where you're coming from, Leo, is you've been doing a lot of work. Probably internal work and just work, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is really, you know, planting the seeds, cultivating the garden of your life, taking the steps necessary to build a great future, right? We've got the raccoon spirit, Page of Wands. And to me, this is a happy, upbeat, optimistic, joyful kind of energy. It's important for you to be playful. It's important for you to have, you know, enthusiasm for life, to follow your new ideas. Many times the Page of Wands comes through with either the birth of a child, adoption of a pet, things like that, because it does have to do with new life, right? It's Aries energy. But for most people, what this is just new ideas, new things you're happy and excited about, and it's important to follow those. You do have the shark spirit coming into the future card, so this is very strong Capricorn energy. And I would say, you know, as a Capricorn, I can't get too mad at my old devil card, the shark spirit here. I would say make sure that you're not letting negative habits, thoughts, or self-destructive tendencies take over. That's the biggest thing to be aware of with the Devil card. This is also saying, you know, don't overwork yourself. Don't work yourself to the point of exhaustion, and then you're not good for anyone, including yourself. So yeah, keep your priorities and your energy around work in check, and Don't let your vices get the whole best of you. And that can, you know, for a lot of us, that's just overthinking. A lot of us, that's just overthinking. On the bottom, though, you know, Leo, I think it's all going to turn out in your favor. The undercurrent through this read, through the second half of this month, is victory with the Six of Wands, the Firefly spirit. So I do feel like in spite of anything you're going through, in spite of whatever it is that's, you know, kind of maybe getting to you, you're going to get through this and you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out really in a glowing, beautiful energy the way Leos famously do. So let's get into an affirmation for you guys. There it is, you little cougar of assertion. Yeah, there's one of our famous wildcats. So let's see, in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So Leo, absolutely. To me, you do have that ability. Just don't let the devil get you down. Don't let that negative voice or any past old, negative habits mess that up for you. That's why it says use your mind wisely. That's what I mostly feel from that devil card for you, Leo, is that, it's about the machinations of the mind. That's what it is. Hey there, Priscilla. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. I'm doing good. We are on next to Virgo. We're doing these in order tonight, guys. So we just finished Leo. We're about to go to Virgo. David, I think you're the only moderator that's here tonight. I do. I think you're the only one. I don't see Krista. I don't see Silver Star. I don't see Amber, Jacqueline, anyone. They're not here. I don't know where they're at. I have no idea where they're at. I'm glad you're here. All right, Virgo, these are going to be your spirit animal messages for the second half of May 2022. I hope you guys are doing fabulous. This is going to get into your messages and guidance for the second half of the month. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos. Anything they need to see for their highest and best good, second half of May 2022. And let's start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery indeed. Oh my goodness. So Virgo, Mercury is in retrograde, guys, and Mercury is your ruling planet, so you're absolutely feeling this, and it might be one of those times of life where you're just going, everything feels confusing, everything feels a little cloudy, a little bit mysterious. So this is really reminding you to just embrace that. This is really challenging you to say, you got to let go of your need to know every single detail or worry about every single little detail. Go with the mystery of life. See where it leads you. Give into that dreamier side, that more imaginative side here, Virgo. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see past, present, future for Virgo, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. I do feel like a whole new life is kind of coming in for you guys in this second half of the month. There's a lot of new energy. I felt these two come up together for the past position. We've got the Squirrel Spirit and the Wolf Spirit. Ace of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. So again, this feels like a whole new life, passionate new beginnings, things that make you feel very inspired. It's the hand of spirit really reaching in and saying, here, Virgo, here's a whole new direction for you to go in. And the Knight of Pentacles is your own energy. It is a Virgo card. And it is the most successful knight in the tarot. So it is really very much about finding your way, no longer feeling confused, no longer feeling lost in the woods. Like you finally are like, I know where I'm going. And this inspiration, this Ace of Wands may have kind of hit you or will be hitting you very quickly. But you are a Virgo, so you are going to take slow but steady steps to act on that energy. Right in the center, the real focus of this next half of the month is the Bear Spirit, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Earth Mother, protection, noble soul. You're going to be very, very focused on what you're building, what you're working on, how you organize, how you save, how you plan. Your finances are going to be a very strong central theme. There is a bit of a mothering energy to the Queen of Pentacles, similar to the Empress. So you may be protecting or nurturing yourself or someone or a project in your life. Going into the immediate future, this is the Flamingo Spirit, Two of Wands. So balancing act and taking the first step. So Virgo, I feel that you are really opening up some new doors. This is Aries energy. So I do feel like there's this really nice combination between earth and fire this week. It's slowly but surely getting there, but there's definitely some things going on in your life that make you feel really excited. It's, you know, slow and steady work and effort is leading you to really amazing doors opening. On the bottom, we have the Mouse Spirit, Three of Pentacles, collaboration, following your dreams, research. This is a collaborative energy. I don't feel like you're going it alone, Virgo, so stay open, right? Stay open to good people in your life that have the same goals, the same interests, the same ambitions and pursuits, because that Three of Pentacles is people coming together to create something as a team. It's that beautiful teamwork card. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Virgo. And we have the dragon. We definitely have an element of the supernatural here. It's very interesting because the fire and the earth energy are very practical and very energetic and enthusiastic, but we have that life as a mystery card, and then we've got the supernatural card. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So there is definitely a part of you that's soaring to the next level of life. And it's really best that you don't overthink it. Let it be a little bit mysterious. Don't worry it too much, Virgo. Go with the flow. Mercury will be in retrograde until June the 6th. So it's best not to make any huge, hard, fast decisions or signing of contracts until then. That's my advice. All right. Libra is up next, guys. We're going in order tonight for my Capricorns out there that are patiently waiting. I could have done these out of order, but it's easy to do it in order because I got to do timestamps later after the video's done. All right, Libra. Hope you guys are doing good. Love my Libras. This is going to be your spirit animal messages for the second half of May 2022. So let's see what is coming up for our fabulous Libras out there. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, show us our beautiful Libras. What do they need to know for their second half of May, please? And let's see, one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them out the most for this month. You're a little spiky, Libra. We got our little porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. So, it's a couple messages I'll give you on this one, Libra. First off, with that message of the beginner's mind, it reminds me of beginner's luck, right? And the reason we say people have beginner's luck, guess what? Because they're not overthinking it. They're not all that invested. They're not worried about, oh, you know, if you, maybe you never played a game before and you're going, I've never done this before. And you're not really that worried about whether you're good or bad at it. You're just like, oh yeah, I'll try it. And usually it's because you're not worried about it that you do just fine. Maybe you do even better. And people go, oh, beginner's luck, right? And I think that there's a little bit of that going on, Libra. I want you to focus the second half of the month, especially because we have Mercury retrograde, but we also have Venus in Aries right now. And Venus is your ruling planet. So when Venus is in Aries, that's the first sign of the zodiac. That really is the beginner of the zodiac. And so where I want your mind to be focused this next couple weeks is on openness. not having a cynical thought or attitude or idea of foregone conclusions. You know, if you meet somebody you're excited about, don't let that thing creep in where you're like, oh, it won't work out. Oh, it's not going to happen for me. If you get like that great job offer, don't destroy it by thinking you already know the outcome. Okay, that's the beginner's mind. You're going, I'm not that worried about it anyway. It'll go fine. It'll be fine, right? So that's the beginner's mind. For any of you who practice Buddhism or Zen practice meditation, you already know what beginner's mind is about. So you may want to come back to that center and really work that and focus in that space. I'll also say with the Porcupine Spirit straight up, this is a card of reputation and self-protection. If anybody is messing with your personal boundaries, Libra, you're going to tell them where to go. You got a whole arsenal of little arrows. So yeah, I don't think you'll be afraid to protect or defend yourself here the second half of May. Let's get into some tarot, please, for our Libras, past, present, and future for the second half of May. I can just feel y'all. Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got some beautiful things coming up here, Libra. Don't let things get you down. I know that's sometimes easier said than done. Immediate past the Flamingo Spirit, Two of Wands. I do feel like you've been really working on opening those doors up and really following where the doors of opportunity lead. You have been very open to that. I don't think you've been closed-minded. I think you've really been like, yeah, let's see where this door goes, or let's see what I can try here. You know, but I do think there are some things that have been weighing on you. We've got the Scarab Spirit, that Ten of Wands. I do feel like this is coming full circle. I do feel like a lot of that heaviness on your soul and your heart are going to be wrapping up. That's really the big theme of this, you know, second half of this month, is that it's just like, you're going to be just sick of it. You're like, I'm done. I got to put down this burden. It's not getting me anywhere. It's weighing me down. It's making things slower than they need to be on my journey of life. I think you'll be very successful doing it, though, Libra. Look at this. The Peking duck, the sun card is coming out into the future. So I really do feel that you're going to succeed at putting down these heavy burdens, these things that have just been slowing your journey down, because the sun is the most positive card in the tarot. It's Leo energy. It's bright. It's optimistic. It's innocent. It's the same as the beginner's mind, right? It has, you know, it just has hope. It has faith. And it doesn't over worry it. It's just like, I'm just going to do this. If it turns out great, then great. If it doesn't turn out the way I thought, then something else will open up. And it just doesn't have a sense of like, oh, it's all going to turn out a certain way. It's not like that. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Camel Spirit, Page of Pentacles. This is the undercurrent riding through all of this. Quest for wisdom, abundant harvest, and conserving your energy. To me, the Camel Spirit is one of endurance and resilience. And the Page of Pentacles is an adventurous card. It says I have, you know, something to invest, something to plant in the ground that I know is going to grow over time, and it's going to be a really good thing. For some of you, you might be studying, going back to school, taking a class. You know, that could be a big part of your journey. You might be making some sort of investment. Very strong energies. I love it. Let's get an affirmation, please, Spirit, for Libra. The sea turtle, protection. Yeah, so there's a protection energy going on. I feel like you're protecting yourself, protecting what you're creating, right? You're not willing to let just any old person come in. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So I just feel like things are going to turn out for you, Libra. I do feel like you're shedding off some old heaviness. But you're not so deep, dark, dug in it that you can't see the light. Because it's a bright light. All right, my Scorpios. Scorpio, happy full moon and lunar eclipse tonight, guys. We're only about 3 hours away from that happening here. So I hope for you that it's been pretty amazing, pretty deep diving, all those good things that Scorpio is about. This is going to be your spirit animal tarot and messages for the second half of May 2022. Let's go ahead and see what we have got for you tonight. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our amazing Scorpios tonight on their special full moon. This will be for the second half of May 2022. And we're going to start out with one main spirit animal guardian that's helping you out the most, Scorpio. I love it. Another little arachnid, Scorpio, yeah. Scorpio's an arachnid too, just like the spider spirit. Make your dreams real. The number on this card is 56, which adds to an 11, adds to a 2. But I've got to say, 8 is the number that I always feel with a spider. It is about manifestation. It is about creating something out of your own resources, out of your own being. I think spiders are just incredible and kind of magical and amazing, because here it is, this tiny little creature, and it creates that incredible web, and it is a weaver of life, weaver of destiny. I think this is such a great energy for you, Scorpio, because it is creating something fresh and brand new, and you're putting together, you're connecting the dots, you're connecting all the strands of your life into something that's very useful and also very attractive at the same time. So let's get into your tarot. It's a manifesting kind of energy for Scorpio the second half of this, but you are creating, you are weaving, you are putting things together. Let's see, past, present, future. You are moving forward, guys. No worries. I think that there's been some tussles in the immediate past with the Tasmanian devil here, the 5 of Wands. I think y'all have definitely had some kind of back and forth, maybe a conflict of interest between yourself, maybe a loved one or family member, even co-workers sometimes, because this is the tussle card. You know, it's the conflicts, it's the little skirmishes. It's not big, bad, horrible fights, but it's definitely pressure. I think that through this second half of the month, you are seeing the bigger picture here with the giraffe spirit, the 8 of Pentacles. You are also working at things one day at a time, you know, taking care of the practical matters day by day. So I really do feel like you are centered and grounded. Like you're not going off in a bad way in any respect. This is also a card, you know, 8 of Pentacles is one of mastery, doing the highest quality work possible. It could be a time where you're really recognized in your life for, you know, being just kind of the best or one of the best in your field or in the work that you do. It's like, wow, you're doing great. Or you're the one that they seek out when they want a specific kind of job done. You could also be teaching other people what you've already learned, but you're definitely moving forward. I think whatever little skirmishes, challenges, little tussles that you've had with people are going to turn out okay, because we've got the horse spirit in the immediate future, the Chariot card. It's definitely a movement forward. It's a card of victory, success, triumph, and really learning about your inner self, your subconscious emotions, which of course this full moon and lunar eclipse in your sign brings us very, very in touch with. You know, to me, the dark and the light horse, or the sphinxes, you know, in the Chariot card really show us that balance, the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine. And Scorpio, I've often called you a very black and white sign. You are very strong in your passions and your emotions. You don't have a whole lot of gray, right? So for you, a big thing is balancing those very strong extremes, right? Coming into a place that is a little bit more peaceful. On the bottom, what's running through this, you've been really trying to be financially responsible here with the caterpillar spirit. There is a transformation going on. Not surprising for a Scorpio, there's often transformative energies going on, but there really is. I mean, you're moving from the chrysalis, the caterpillar, to the butterfly, so there really is that transformative energy. You know, but you're really trying to be smart with your money. Four of Pentacles is a Capricorn card. The message for me with the Four of Pentacles is be careful. You know, it's not wrong to be prudent with your finances, but don't be so tight that you can't allow more to come into your life. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Scorpio. I know you've got the good luck on your side. Check her out. The ladybug is coming out for your good luck message. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So, Scorpio, you got two powerful little critters here in your reading this week. You really do. Guys, we're down to the last four. We're chugging along pretty quick tonight. All right, Sagittarius is up. I hope all our Saggies are doing good tonight. Our beautiful fire signs. So Sagittarius, this is your spirit animal messages and guidance for the second half of May 2022. This is going to get into all that's coming through for you, just some good inspiration to see what we've got on your side. Dear spirit animal guardians, guys and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Sagittarians, anything they need to see for their highest and best. And we're going to start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most. Let's see, Sagittarius. Ooh, the White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. I love it. So Sagittarius, this to me is the more spiritual aspect of the regular raven, right? When we see an animal in its white aspect, it's very much that more spirit side, like the flip side of life, right? So I really feel like you're seeing things from the flip side. Oh, thank you, Mattia. I'll make sure to get you on the list. So trust in your own personal magic. Yeah, tap into that other, more unseen side of life. Raven energy is very aligned with magic. You know, in a lot of traditions, the raven is the creator of the world. It's pretty big job. Definitely a visionary. Definitely a visionary. Sagittarius, you might be really creating some big stuff this second half of the month. Wow. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we have, please, for Sagittarius, past, present, future. Wow. Yeah, you're transforming some heartaches. There's definitely some things you're working through. All right. Starting out with the Wolf Spirit, where you're coming from is the Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady wins the race. You know, this is Virgo energy. So it is definitely like, I think you've probably been getting more organized and more detail oriented than you have in a long time, Sagittarius. I get that feeling with this card. It's like, you're really trying your best to get your ducks in a row. It's like, let's get it all lined up. Let's make sure we're organized. Let's let go of anything that we don't need anymore. Because this is a very successful night. This is good preparation and planning. You've been doing some of that. In the center, we've got the Hummingbird Spirit, the Four of Wands. And so I feel like, you know, the central energy of this, it has to do with your home, has to do with a good feeling within the home. It's a very beautiful celebratory card. It many times is connected to romantic love, soulmates, twin flames. It's a very beautiful card, as simple as that. It's a great feeling. The thing that's interesting about this is that we do have this bluebird spirit as well, the Three of Swords. And I almost feel that because of the way these are laid out, this being in the, you know, more in the future position, this being more in the present, central energy, I really feel that some very good things, some very positive stuff could be coming up for you, Sagittarius. And as a result, I really feel that, you know, it may be triggering some old pain, some old heart wounds, some old memories that weren't the best, right? And it's really time to heal and recover from those old wounds of the past with that Three of Swords. This is a card of recovery. Yeah, it's a card of recovery there. And on the bottom, we've got that squirrel spirit, the Ace of Wands. This is what's the undercurrent. This is the new, passionate, brand new, amazing life. I feel like there's a lot of things to be enthusiastic about, a lot of things to get excited over here. Spirit's really granting you that. But I do feel that at the same time, you know, I know how that is. Like, you know, you might have go through some really horrible times and then good stuff starts happening and it shakes you up in a weird way. And it's like it brings some of those old pains up to the surface to really get healed on a deeper level. So let's get an affirmation on this for you, Sagittarius. There's that Jaguar. So look at this. We've got that dynamic. Like I said, we've got the flip side, the black and the white, guys. The yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the two sides, right? This is some old soul energy to me, Sagittarius. This is really saying, you know, you've got some profound power to change some things in your life right now. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want, and you can create your dreams, okay? This is beautiful. The white raven and the black jaguar, these are just like power, and they're on your side. They're on your side, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. If you want to heal those old heartaches and truly recover, this is a great time to do it. That's the feeling I've got with that. So nice. All right, Capricorn. I know my Capricorns are all flipping out in the chat. I'm gonna spray. I gotta spray the cleansing mist here. Capricorns are gonna need it. All right, Capricorn. These are your messages, your spirit animal guidance for the second half of May. This has been a great month already, I think, because it's an earth time. It's an earthy time. Taurus season is great for Capricorns. So let's see what we've got for us. Let's see what we's coming up in here, Capricorn. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our amazing Capricorns for the second half of May 2022. Anything they need to see for their highest and best. And let's start out with one main spirit animal guardian that will be working with Capricorn the most. Whew. These are energized. Just one, please, guys. Sometimes I take two. Oh, yeah. Capricorn, go get it. Transformation is beautiful, and I feel like you are really emerging in a big, bold way for the second half of this month, guys. There is something that you are growing past. Some old life, some old way of being that no longer suits or fits you. You know, the butterfly breaks out of that shell, you know, out of that chrysalis, because it's like, it's getting cramped in here. I gotta stretch those wings, right? So Capricorn, this is a metamorphosis going on. You're ready to move past the old and into something new. And look at that 11 on there. There's a beautiful number of synchronicity and relationships. There could be, for some of you, relationship transformation going on here. That could be part of it, guys. 11 is a master number as well. Let's get into that tarot. Let's see what we've got for Capricorn, past, present, and future, please. Oh, yay, look at that bunny. All right, immediate past, Capricorn, we've got the rabbit, the 7 of Pentacles. Now, of course, you know, I'm a bunny person. I've got 3 little bunny rabbits. And to me, rabbits, yeah, they're about abundance, prosperity. To me, they're a happy, grounded energy. I love my bunnies. They just put me in such a good mood. But this, to me, this is a card of absolutely cultivating what you're working on. You know, goats have always got plans. They've always got some irons in the fire. And so to me, this is all about cultivating that garden, metaphorically or literally. You know, you're really doing that one day at a time, one step at a time. Capricorns are very patient in general about getting where they're going, but this is just reminding you, you've already put some things in motion. Just keep working on them. Keep working on them because you're going to a really good place here. Pig Spirit, 10 of Pentacles, one of the nicest cards in the tarot. That is the central theme here, Capricorn. Bliss, harmony, stability. Usually it indicates better money too, like you might be getting a better job or money flow just might be improving overall. But this is, to me, stable, long-term energy. Like the things that you're really considering and looking at right now, you're doing it with an eye for long-term success, right? Because you're planting the seeds here, building something up. 10 of Pentacles is really about the blossoming, right? And it's not a garden that's only grown to grow for a year. No, this garden's going to come back again and again, and it's going to keep you in a good place. We are dealing with the fly spirit, Capricorn, shoe fly. Okay, so 5 of Swords. This is one of my least favorite folks in the tarot. Not gonna lie, he is not very nice. 5 of Swords is usually a kind of person that doesn't have your best interest at heart. These are people that step on others to get ahead. They don't have a sense of empathy or consciousness about what they do. And they are, unfortunately, many times really good con artists or narcissistic types that can really smooth talk someone into following a path that isn't going to be for their best. So Capricorn, I want you to just watch out for folks like this because you have got, look at this over here. You know, you have got something really good going. Like you're building your business. Maybe it's building slowly. Maybe it's taking you a little longer than you wanted to get. And there could be somebody that comes in and goes, oh, Capricorn, you could be doing so much more with this business. And they might present a semi get rich quick or some sort of scheme, right? And this is really for you to just go, no, I'm good. I'm fine. You know, things may be moving slowly, but they're moving well. And I don't need to involve some creepy person that's going to give me a scheme or a scam. And there's a ton of those kind of things out there more than ever. Guys, I can't believe how many scam emails I get. I can't believe it. I still get those offers from people in other, like, they say they're in other countries. Who knows where they're really... And they're always like, hello, I am this person from wherever, and I've got all this money that I want to give to you. And it's like, that's still going on. Still going on. So Capricorn, on the bottom of your deck, undercurrent here, especially when this card comes out in your own reading, I feel it's very strong. Like if a certain card comes out in your own reading, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. A lot of people are scared of the devil. I ain't scared of that devil because that's my Capricorn card, okay? The shark spirit. And this is your card of power. This is your empowerment card. So I feel like you're really sitting in your power underneath this all. I don't feel like anybody's going to topple you. And if anything, this is really you breaking free of any old limiting situations, because that really is what the devil's about. It's breaking free of any limitations, releasing any negative habits, addictions, whatever that is. It's like just really flushing that out of your life. So I just feel like that sharky spirit is actually a good thing for you. Yeah, use them teeth. I've always loved sharks. Sharks are one of my favorite animals ever. I swear they're a little bit dragony. They're a little bit dragony. They snap. They're just hungry. You know, they just want food. And right underneath that, I just have to pull this because I see it sitting there. Right under this was the caterpillar spirit. which to me just goes hand in hand with that butterfly that we pulled for the beginning of your reading. So I really do feel like you're breaking free, you're metamorphosizing out of something, and I feel like, you know, you may really have some fly type people to deal with the second half of the month, but you're solid, you're stable. I think that you're going to deal with those kind of folks better than ever. And it's just fine, Capricorn, if you need to shut some of them down. Not a problem at all. Let's get into an affirmation for our goats. There you are. Got the eye of the tiger. The fire energy. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So Capricorn, nobody's going to mess with you unless you let them. But I don't think you're going to let them. This is some pretty ferocious energy. You got sharks and tigers coming out. Ooh. I think, you know, you may have some people that are jealous of you. I get that sense too with that fly spirit, you know. That to me is that jealousy energy. It's like, especially if you've got something good going on, or you're working on something good, or even if you're thinking about working on something good, you know, it's like they come around like trying to tear you down because they don't feel good about what they're doing, right? They don't feel good about their own life, so they got to come bothering you, right? It's whew, whew, whew. Yeah, a little bit more of that. Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. Let's see what we have got for you. This is going to be your spirit animal messages coming through for the second half of May 2022. Aquarius. Dear animal, spirits, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we've got for our fabulous Aquarius folks. Anything they need to know or see for their highest good, please. Let's start out with one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them out the most. Boy, I feel like I almost feel like 3 wanted to come out. But I'm just going to take one. Yeah, let's just go with one. This one feels the strongest to me. That's interesting, Priscilla. I'm an Aquarius rising too. I love my Aquarius rising. I love Aquarius people and people with Aquarius influence. I love them. It's just awesome. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, David's got Aquarius rising too. That's really great. Hummingbird spirit is your main energy this week. So cool, because I just put my hummingbird feeder back out again, and they've been coming around. I love hummingbirds so much. They are an energy of definitely romantic love and passion. They absolutely are. Hummingbird feathers have been used for a very, very long time in love charms and spells. It is an energy of being in the present moment, be here now. So Aquarius, be very present and loving in the moment with the people that are in your life, that are good in your life, and gravitate to the sweetness, right? That's where hummingbirds always go. They gravitate to the sweetness. Don't pay any mind to the people that are sour and nasty and mean to you. Don't pay them any mind. Gravitate to where the sweet stuff is. Let's get into some tarot for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we have, please, Spirit. Aquarius for May, second half of May 2022, past, present, and future. Oh, there's a lot of memories here, guys. And, you know, I feel a lot of this does certainly come up with Mercury retrogrades. It always does. We've got the Otter spirit here in your past position, the Six of Cups. So you're definitely coming from a place of nostalgia, reminiscing, sweet memories, all of that going on for you, Aquarius. As long as you don't let this get you down in the dumps, it's actually a very sweet energy, because it's really like, oh yeah, we had so many good times, or you're really thinking about something that was very, very good. In the center energy, we've got the Jaguar spirit, our Queen of Swords, Libra Queen energy. I would say Aquarius, like I said, it's funny how this really ties in. It's like, go for the sweetness in life. Queen of Swords doesn't put up with people who are only in her life to cause her pain, difficulty, that stir up conflict or problems, right? And she has very strong boundaries about that. It's kind of like, if all you're going to do is start fights or pick arguments or put the people I care about down, you're out of here. You're out of here. You're not going to stay in my court. So to me, this is a quick wit, facing down any kind of demons or personal problems in your life and having a profound transformation because of it. This is keeping law and order. That's what my Queen of Swords is about. In the immediate future, as we wrap up the second half of May, the Rhinoceros spirit comes to the fore. We've got the King of Pentacles. Very nice, grounded, stable, prosperous energy. This shows that not only will you have the resources, but you're going to be able to enjoy them too, right? And if you need to get on that track, Aquarius, time wasters, energy thieves, those who are just simply not for your best, those who don't want to see you succeed, right? Because you are going to succeed. It doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter what they do, but why listen to it? Why listen to it? There's no point. And underneath is so beautiful. Look at that puffer fish here. The Nine of Cups, wishes granted, satisfaction and pride. You've got a definite feeling of, I got places to go, I got things to do. You don't have time for people that are going to drag you down. You really don't. Look what's coming up on the bottom right next to him is that goat. That Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take, balanced reciprocal energy. That's where the happiness is. You've definitely got some goals here, Aquarius. You've got some places to go. You've got some things to do. Let's get an affirmation for Aquarius. This is nice energies. There it is. There's the abundance. Very similar to the rhinoceros. Your affirmation. It's very abundant energy. If you have any Taurus energy, you might really relate to this reading here. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom, keep me warm through the storms of life, fill my life with goodness, and teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. I would also say, you know, as an addition to this, I've really been kind of focused on this lately, Aquarius, is to just stay in a place of gratitude. I feel very much that that's part of this message. Is like when you're really in that center of gratitude, feeling thankful for the good things in your life and the positives that are moving through your life, you get more of them, you know. Or at the very least, you're just focused on the good stuff, right? We always have good stuff we can focus on. We always have bad stuff we can focus on. It's a choice. It's a matter of choice because life is a mixed bag. It's almost never all good or all bad, right? And it's a matter of what we focus on that takes us where we end up going. All right, guys. We are wrapping it up with our Pisces. And I will be opening up the chat for personal readings. Those are a $15 donation. And I already have one gal. That would be MT, Mattia. She's going to be number one. So if anybody is interested in that, I do take payment via Super Chat, or in the description box below, I have a number of handles that you can use. So let's get into our last general read. This is going to be for Pisces. And Pisces, you had one of the nicest readings for the full moon lunar eclipse tonight in Scorpio. It was just gorgeous. Makes me happy to be an honorary Pisces, which I am. Oh my goodness. I was like, this is such a beautiful read. So Pisces, if you haven't watched that, definitely check it out because, man, those messages were, wow, they were just incredible. This is going to be your spirit animal messages for the second half of May 2022. And we are going to get into it. Let's see what we have for our fishies. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, show us Pisces, please. Second half of May. And let's start out with one main spirit animal that they will be working with the strongest, which will be helping them out the most. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, and this is such a kind of watery energy to frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. So this second half of the month, Pisces, I would say, cleanse, detox, get back in the rhythm of life, right? The frogs are always about the rhythm of life. Um, when I take walks through the neighborhood, we've got like a little swampy area with water that runs through it, and I tell you what, those frogs are loud. They are so loud. They're just drumming and humming and making noise. I'm like, wow, those frogs are having a party. So Pisces, this is definitely time to get back into the rhythm of life, detox, cleanse. You might be clearing out physical clutter from your house, right? Emotional clutter from your soul and your heart, clearing out your thoughts. It's a great time for it. Let's get into some tarot for you guys. Dear Spirit, let's see Pisces, May 2022, past, present, future, second half of the month, please. Just going to give these a really good shuffle here, Pisces. Give me a sec. Haha. Baby shark, do 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 do. Oh yeah, you got some clearing out to do. This reminds me a little bit of what Gemini's been going through, okay? So we're starting out, here's the immediate past. We got the shark spirit, the devil. I can't help but say when I see this just intuitively, I'm like, yeah, Pisces is growing some teeth. Like I feel like you're not willing to put up with a lot of bad behavior anymore, right? It's just, this to me feels like you're really identifying what's bad for you versus what's good for you, and it's been time to let it go. And you may have already been going through this process of turning loose of any difficult, toxic people, negative habits or routines that have just been keeping you in a bad place again and again. But I do feel like that's changing. We've got the Page of Pentacles, and to me this is a renewal. Pages are always new, youthful, energetic energy, right? It's very upbeat. And so a Page of Pentacles to me is about adventures. It's about new things coming. You might be learning something new, even taking a course or new, action towards study. You could be traveling, you could be moving somewhere that you feel like you can get this fresh new start away from negative situations and people. Yeah, and look at this, Scarab Spirit, 10 of Wands. That heaviness is going away. Those burdens are wrapping up. A difficult cycle is coming to the end, Pisces. Second half of May is powerful. Yeah, this is no joke about that frog spirit. You are detoxifying. You're clearing the clutter. Look what's on the bottom. There's that fly spirit, that 5 of Swords. These are negative people, narcissist, energy thieves, time wasters, scammers, con artists, people that just take advantage of you and are not for your own good. I do feel like there's been a lot of confusion for you about this, because some of these people might be really nice and seem really positive some of the time. And sometimes they're not. And you've really like, should I kick them out? Should I keep them? But I think it's time to move on, because I feel like if you don't, Pisces, they're gonna keep hurting you here, right? Look at that with the 3 of Swords. And the Tower card is going to come down, and it's going to be a lot harder. If you don't do it short term, it's going to happen long term, and it's going to be a lot more difficult. So anything or anyone that you need to get rid of now, do it, because later isn't going to get better. They're just going to do it more and on a bigger scale. That's the feeling I have with that. Wow. Cleaning and clearing, Pisces. You got good things coming in, so you definitely want to get your energy shiny and bright. Let's get an affirmation on this for my Pisces, please. And there's that sea turtle. I love the animals you're getting in here. Look at that. Frog spirit, sea turtle spirit. Very strong protection, right? And going with the flow here with that sea turtle. It's beautiful. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm. See, the rhythm of life. It's like coming back to center here, Pisces. Your path will unfold when you're in harmony with the rhythm of life. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. This may not be for everyone because this is general, but I just get this very strong feeling that for some of my Pisces out there, the person you got to separate from or get away from could even be a husband, wife, someone you live with, and you're scared to do it because you feel like they afford you that protection, but they really don't, right? It's only temporary. And if you get out of there, you're going to have what you need. That's the big, I feel that really strong for some people out there. Not everyone, though. This is for a select few. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. We've got 2 on the list so far. Let me go ahead and write you guys down. We're going to start now with personal reads. Let's see, 5:15. Yeah, we're right in the middle of this month. That's going to be number 1 is MT. Number 2 is Justin. Thank you guys so much. And thank you all for everyone who stuck in here for the spirit animal messages. If anybody's got to take off, have a wonderful night. I'm going to just change my cards real quick over to the ones that I will be using for the regular readings. All right. See, which ones do I want? I want those, yes. I love these. For the, yeah. All right, guys. Okay, MT. Oh no, Justin, you don't have a CD player. Oh, that's so funny. I definitely have a CD player because there's plenty of musicians and artists that I, go see live and they still sell CDs. Oh my goodness, that is funny though. Yeah, I had to, like even computers these days don't automatically come with a disk drive. You have to ask for it when you're customizing. So I definitely asked for it when I customized my last computer. I was like, nope, I need, I need a disk drive. I'm old fashioned. Yeah, the pollen has been better. Yeah. All right, so MT. Is it just general messages for what's coming up for you? She's a Scorpio sun, Libra rising, and Sagittarius moon. So I'm guessing we're doing a general read. General reading. All right, so dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, let's see what we have for Mattia, please, in the chat. For full moon in Scorpio reading. What's going to be coming up for her with this energy? It's such a good energy. Let me grab one of my lunar decks too, Mattia. We're gonna throw a few moon cards for you as well. That sounds like a good plan since we're doing some moon energy. I would say that's a great keyword for Pisces, the focus card coming in there, because I think Scorpios really do have laser-like focus and intensity when they're going towards something that they want. So it's really telling you to focus very strongly on what it is that you want to manifest, anything that you feel that you really want to get to. Because, let's see, our mind takes us where we're going. When we focus our thoughts and our energy on something negative, we usually get more of the negative and vice versa. So definitely focus your intentions and your thoughts on higher vibrations, good outcomes, and positive manifest situations. Let's get into, I'm just going to pull a few lunar cards on this for you. Wow. Yeah. Don't give up on your vision. That's very, very strong here. So bring love into the situation. The new moon in Aquarius energy. So more compassion, more altruism, detaching from drama. That's a big one that I would say with Aquarius energy. New moon in Aries next. It's time to take action. So there is some energy towards something new. There really is. There's a going forward. To me, Aquarius is also a sign of the future. So you may be really very focused on taking action towards the future, and definitely hold your vision, because look at that. We have got the fixed moon. The fixed moon is one of your signs. Scorpio is a fixed sign. So I feel like that's very in tune with you. So stay focused. Stay focused, Mattia. That's a beautiful message right there. Let's get some tarot on this for you. Thank you so much, Nancy. I'll get you on the list. You're going to be after Justin. Wow. I feel like you're really working your money magic here, Messia. Like, that's so much what's going on with you. Like, you're very, I mean, the focus card, you're very focused on that. Like, right in the center of the Celtic cross is the Queen of Pentacles for you. So I feel like what's coming in, you know, with the power of this full moon is like, you're focusing more than ever on your finances, on your outcomes, on what it is that you want to create. Yeah, I mean, that's some Empress energy there. Nurturing things into being. That's definitely some Mother Earth power. So if you've been really, like, you know, going after it at work, really working at something, building an empire, building a business, going for those promotions, whatever that is, I mean, you are just like, that's the focus right now, big time. For some reason I feel like, oh, and there's some Aries energy. So Queen of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Wow. You know, you might be stepping up into this position of leadership because King of Wands, we had that Aries new moon. Here's some Aries energy. So it's like, I'm going to go get it. I'm not making any excuses. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be motivated. I'm going to have drive. You might even have some good business partners. They might be an earth sign, Capricorn and Aries. You could have people like that around you as well, but I feel like that's more like that's what you're embodying. I mean, it's just like leadership, cardinal sign energy, really going for it. And it's really coming from a place of like new ideas, things that kind of got you excited, right? You really were, you know, like, oh boy, you know, something good is coming, and it's launched you forward. I do feel it's kind of interesting. Capricorn had a similar vibe, similar message, because that Five of Swords is coming up in the future. There's that fly. There's that fly card that was coming into a lot of people's reading. So the only thing that I'd say is just be very careful of any scams, any con artists, any people that try to convince you to take shortcuts or things like that. You kind of have to watch out for those. You know, there's always those unscrupulous folks in the world, right? I get the fly swatter, I know. But it's funny that you're getting a little of that in your reading too, just like Capricorn did. It's kind of like you've got really good things going on. And the problem is when you've got good things going on, other people notice it and they get jealous, or they want a piece of the action, or they just want to straight try to take you down because they just can't stand seeing somebody else succeed. You know, it can be a myriad of those things, but I think you're going to be fine. The Ten of Cups is on top of this. Yeah, I mean, it's just, but there is somebody who's probably jealous because they see like you're manifesting your dreams, you're working on your goals, your hopes, your wishes, and they're just like, dang it, like, why can't I have that? You know, there's that feeling. There's really that feeling. Um, Subconscious position is the Four of Wands. So yeah, you're also focused on really building a happy, stable, loving home and having that grounding center, having something to celebrate. I'd say a lot of people get jealous of Scorpios. It's a thing. It's a thing. Y'all are very powerful. That's why. They can't handle it. I tell my Scorpio people that a lot. It's like, people are going to be jealous of you. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. They can't help it. Oh, yeah. You're working on this, honey. You're working on this. Look how beautiful that is on the subconscious position. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I feel like you're very focused on taking all the positives that you experienced either growing up or positive memories that you've had, and that's what's like coming together in your hopes and dreams. It's like anything that was good that you experienced in your life growing up or memories that you have growing up, it's like you want to recreate that again in a whole new way. That's where your vision is. That's where your wishes, hopes, and dreams. On the top, crowning the spread, is the Hermit. So, you know, Virgo energy, you are doing a lot of healing, following your own path, and you are a pioneer, right? You're very much in that pioneering energy. Spirit's just saying, don't be afraid if you're spending a lot of time by yourself right now. You're very singularly focused on that star, right? Star of truth, happiness, what your personal truth is, right? You know, that's it. Like, you're very focused on it. So if sometimes you feel kind of alone, you really aren't alone. Like, you know, your divine team is on your side. But sometimes you might feel a bit alone. It's lonely at the top sometimes. It's just the way it is. And a lot of this is because you're really balancing the right people to be around. The Six of Pentacles. It has to be good, positive, reciprocal energy, equal give and take. And I don't think you're willing to allow people in that don't have that equal flow of energy received and given. That's just a big part of it. Let's get a little advice for you on this. Let's get some advice and an outcome. Wow. Oh yeah, you definitely got some sneaky Pete's around you. But look at this suggested approach as the Empress. We just talked about Queen of Pentacles is a lot like the Empress. So just keep being your awesome self. Stay on your throne. Manifest your dreams. Create what you want to see coming into the world. Stay nice and grounded to Mother Earth. You know, that's a fabulous energy to be in. Yeah, and don't let yourself get caught up in any negative thoughts, right? The Eight of Swords is really about freeing yourself from any limiting ideas or beliefs, right? And we all fight with that no matter how confident we are. There's always going to be times where we go, gosh, do we have what it takes? Are we allowed to enjoy all this success or whatever it is that we finally are able to create? So, you know, just pay attention to that. And I would also say, you know, that could be part of where these kind of negative folks are coming in. Five of Swords types, Seven of Swords types, you know, they love to say something. They love to put some negative idea on in your head and have it just eat you up. So don't let it. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but Eight of Swords is all about freeing ourselves from that kind of thinking. And you know, outcome card, look at that. Eight of Cups, you're moving things on along, and like anything, if anything doesn't feel quite right to you, you're going to let it go. Eight of Cups is definitely that energy of, you know, I'm going towards my dreams, my hopes, my goals. I'm not going to let, you know, something that's unsatisfactory hold me back. I get the sense that even if something is pretty darn good, Like, if it's not exactly what you want, you're going to keep moving it forward. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to worry about you too much. We got our Queen of Swords here. You're absolutely not putting up with any funny business. Queen of Swords is definitely that boss bitch. She is. She's just like, nope, nope, nope. You causing trouble in my court? Get on out. You can. I'll have my bodyguard show you the door. You know, she's just not playing. And she is also that very strong feminine figure where it's like she is the boss. She is the one in control. She's calling the shots. She is, you know, single and loving it, self-employed, working for herself, really doing her thing. I love it. I love her energy. She is the Libra queen, so she's very much in balance, right? She's not the kind of woman you push around. And so in that respect, a lot of people don't like her because they're like, ah, she's so tough. She's so mean. She's so, yeah, it's like, but nobody plays around with her, do they? Nobody screws her over either. And you do have people that are super jealous. This is going to blow your mind. Wow. 7 of Swords on the underside of both decks here, girl. There are some definite jealous people. There really are. They are there. There are them sneakies. There absolutely are those sneaky folks. So just be vigilant. Just watch out for them. I don't, you know, like I said, I'm not too worried about you. With the Queen of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, you're coming through super, super strong. I am not worried about you that way. But I just want you to know that those folks are there. And you might be going, why are they giving me such a hard time? Why are they being a jerk? It's because they're jealous. It's because, you know, these are the kind of people that don't know how to create their own good energy, their own positive outcomes. So they feel like they need to steal it from someone else. They feel like they need to steal your thunder. But they're not gonna. They're not gonna. Let's get a manifestation card. Let's pull a little bit more of this lunar energy. You know, because this is a powerful cycle, not just for Scorpio, but for everyone. You know, lunar eclipse, full moon in Scorpio, this is definite transformation and release. You're letting go of some big stuff. Very deep, very profound. Good that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just don't even let it slow you. We've got reflecting on the priorities here. Last quarter moon energy in Aquarius. So, you know, put what's important at the top of your list. And then, again, you had the new moon in Aries twice in this reading. It's definitely time for intention and action. It's like, just go for it. Just go for it. Don't hesitate. Full speed ahead. All right, hon, this was a good read. I'm still drinking my tea here. All right, Justin, I am ready for you. What you got? Do you want a general read or do you have a specific question? You're welcome, hon. Thanks for coming by. Always love to see my Scorpios. Abundance. All right. All right, dear spirit guides, angels, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for Justin. Our wonderful friendly dragon emperor in the chat. One of our fellow dragons. Let's see what we have for him regarding abundance and prosperity. Any messages that he needs to see towards manifestation. Wow. Key word is delight, and on the bottom is fulfillment. So I really do feel that when you focus on what brings you joy, and I know that might seem a little trite, a little Hallmark cardish, but that is part of what this is. You know, when you're focusing on the things that bring you joy, happiness, that kind of just give you a sense of contentment or help your soul to sing, that's what sort of brings things full circle. That's what helps that fruit to ripen on the tree, right? To really come full circle here. I like that there's a full moon in the background too, since we're doing this read on a full moon. Let's get into some tarot. Let's see what comes up for Justin, please. Abundance and prosperity. That's one of those things that can be tricky, you know. I always get that feeling like a watched pot never boils. I notice whenever I'm more concerned about, you know, income, that it seems like it's harder to get it. When I'm not as concerned or not as focused on it or worried about it, it flows in a lot easier. Especially in my line of work. I own an eBay store, run an eBay store, and it's just like, so it's never like a set specific income. But I always find if I'm more worried about it or I'm more anxious about it, that's when it tightens up. That's when it doesn't come. But when I like go get busy doing something else, that's when all the sales come in. It's like, oh, watched pot doesn't boil. That's how it feels for me anyway. It can be an interesting thing. It's like when you're in the flow and you're allowing things in, that's when abundance seems to follow you very easily. Let's get that tarot. I'm just musing on this right now. Yeah, strength and courage, honey. Yeah, there it is. There's those money worries or scarcity feelings. Right in the center, I do feel like right now you feel like you've got to be really strong. There's the strength card coming in, that sense of courage. Leo energy, just really listening to your heart. Not letting yourself, like we said, not letting yourself get too worried or anxious or stressed out about anything. Listening to your higher self. It's a big part of that card. Yeah, Two of Wands. I feel, Justin, that things are starting to be opened up. You're more in an energy of like new things beginning, and you may be really kind of like more or less taking out that globe and saying, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Do I want to do this by myself? Do I want to partner up with someone else? How do I feel about that? Because that's a new energy. In the immediate past, we have a world card, and the world is the last, you know, card in the tarot, the major arcana. So I feel like something has been completed or is in the phase of completion. Something's coming full circle or may have actually ended. But, you know, those endings always lead to a new door opening. Two of Wands feels like the new door opening. So, Justin, you may be in a real transitional phase right here. Hey, Shauna, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's get a clarifier on the world. What has been closing up for you? What's coming full circle here? Knight of Swords. Yeah, maybe some sort of ideas or the way that you were expressing those ideas with the Knight of Swords is coming to a close. Or you may be saying, you know, I want to try a new way of using my mind or putting my mind to something. Going into the immediate future, this is definitely the fears or worries, concerns about money or resources, scarcity consciousness, not having enough or feeling like you don't have enough coming in, scared about being left out in the cold, etc. And so that Five of Pentacles is definitely showing up. And as we know, the Five of Pentacles has so much to do with the way that we focus our mind and our actions, right? If we focus very deeply on not having enough, we always feel like we don't have enough. I'd highly recommend starting a gratitude journal. You know, really focusing on the positives, because to me the Five of Pentacles is, it's more of a feeling than a reality. It can create those self-fulfilling prophecies, but at its inception, it's usually just more of a feeling than what's really happening. Yeah, Justice. You may feel this way because something is out of balance, and you know that could be a lot of different things. You may feel like you're not quite in balance in your own personal life. This is that strong Libra energy. You may feel like you weren't treated fairly by someone, and that's what's leading you to this feeling of, you know, scarcity. You may be waiting on a court decision even, where maybe you're waiting for a settlement payment or something like that to come through. That could be, you know, an indicator as well. But there's something here that shows things have got to be brought back into balance, back into fairness, back into harmony and equality. You know, I mean, sometimes it's just, you know, I've always had to have side hustles. That's my whole life. I mean, it's like, if you don't want to walk a linear path, you've got to have other options, right? I mean, that's what led me to starting my eBay store, thankfully. Like, you know, I'm a musician, I'm a tarot reader, I'm an astrologer, and that's a wonderful thing. But unfortunately, a lot of times it just doesn't pay the bills. So, you know, sometimes you just got to cultivate those little side hustles too, because, you know, honestly, that's what pays my bills. That's what puts food in the refrigerator. You know, I do this stuff because I love it, and I make a little money doing it, but it's not, you know, not as much as my business. So that's just thoughts. That's just my own thoughts on it from one reader to another. You know, it's like you got to have your side hustles. So on the bottom, what you're focused on, the subconscious is the Eight of Cups. I do feel like there's something that maybe you've been working on or doing, and it hasn't been emotionally or spiritually fulfilling in every way that you wanted it to be. That's what it is. Waiting on unemployment to hit. Yeah. Yeah. So that coming through will help a lot, right? But I do feel like there's something that's not quite setting with you straight. Like you want to move into some other aspect of life. Something that's a little more fulfilling. Yeah. Something that just brings you a little bit more joy. You know, and to me, that's that kind of thing. It definitely gets into those legal aspects with the Justice card, right? Because if things aren't being taken care of fairly, right? Yeah, Knight of Wands. I feel like you're moving forward very quickly. You're restless inside. Like you're really feeling like something's got to give. I'm really on the search for this missing cup of fulfillment and contentment. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So yeah, there's definitely a restlessness in your soul right now. Try to hang in there. Try to hang in there with it. I know that's not easy when you're feeling that, like that itch inside. On the top, we've got the Six of Cups. So Spirit is really letting you know, yeah, we're firmly in Mercury retrograde, and you're feeling it because the Six of Cups is a definite review card. Notice how many times this card has come up tonight in a lot of our readings. This card doesn't usually come up that much, but this is the one tarot card that really is firmly about the past. There's no other card in the tarot that's so much about the past as this one is. And this is what's crowning your spread. So you're really, you know, the mind is mulling over memories of the past. Spirits are acknowledging that you're going through that. You're doing a lot of review, a lot of revision, a lot of reworking in the emotional body. So hang in there with it. You know, I would say the next 2-3 weeks till we get to June 3rd, you know, things may move a little slowly. But I'll also say that Mercury retrogrades are excellent for, you know, filing back taxes or, you know, getting something legal done that hasn't been done in forever. It's a good time for that, actually. So you may get what you need during it as well. I'll pull a few angel answers on this as well for you. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. I mean, you're just, oh, honey. Yeah. Yeah, because that Five of Pentacles is on the top as well. Spirit's really acknowledging you. You're going through this, like, you know, don't beat up on yourself. I feel like, what you might be doing is kind of like second guessing or maybe even putting yourself down with this. You might be kind of saying, oh, I wish I'd done this or this with my life, or oh, I wish I had pursued that, career, or this or that. Don't try to avoid, beating up on yourself unnecessarily, and instead, work from where you are right now. Right now, all of our minds are more geared to processing the past rather than initiating new things. So it is a little bit of a challenge, but don't beat yourself up. We all have things that we kind of go, oh, hindsight is 2020 and stuff like that. But don't do that. I feel like, let's see, let's get into some advice here. I am Shauna. I'm doing personal reads right now, and they are a $15 donation. And you're welcome to donate any amount that you like if you just want to support the channel. I always appreciate it. All right, let's get a little advice here for Justin. I really feel like a new sort of life is coming, babe. I really do. What you need to know is the Page of Swords. There's a lot of new info on the way. Get ready to keep an open mind because there's going to be new advice, new information. You may have to review a lot of information in a short amount of time. And the Ace of Swords. This is really about gaining some clarity on the details, right? There's going to be some kind of clarity, some kind of clarification is coming in. And I would say, again, double check everything you do and say. Reread it if it's a form or a document you got to sign, because that sword energy is coming on in. What you need to know is this Two of Cups. Two of Cups energy is to me about a relationship, twin flame, soulmate, healing an existing relationship. If you have a good relationship already, this could be really healing that bond. This could be giving you a lot of emotional and maybe even financial support coming through. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. If you're in a relationship currently, Justin, it's time to really cultivate that. This is a good bond. It has a good potential to grow and take root over time. But you have to work at it. You have to work at it for sure. You got to pull those weeds. Hopes and fears. Two of Wands is coming in here again, and you had that at the center of your reading as well. So I really do feel like you're really desiring this new door, this new opportunity, new chance. You might even be thinking about moving somewhere different, but you're also kind of nervous about it, as anybody would be, right? It takes some courage to contemplate it. Yeah, and it's because things have been challenging, right? Five of Cups. The reason that you're a little nervous about new beginnings is because things haven't always worked out as well in the past, right? So try not to let that get you down. That's just the hopes and fears position. That's not the reality position. The outcome card is Judgment, and I love this card because it's that higher vibration of the Death card. It to me indicates big, blessed, second chances in life, kind of that revival card, Phoenix from the Ashes card. It's like coming back to life after a lot of death and tragedy and difficulty. Let's get a clarifier on that one. Yeah. And it's really, this comes about as you taking, control of your life and taking responsibility, accountability, and leadership. There's that Emperor. This is taking action, but it's wise action, because the Emperor, even though it's Aries energy, which is very impulsive and spontaneous, he's also an older guy. He's definitely seen some battles, right? Yeah, I got the sense that there's some moving here. And the reason for that, wow, is because the Knight of Cups is on the bottom of the first deck. So I was about to say, this could be love offers, like where you're moving towards someone, they're moving towards you, you know, because I always say, like, Knight of Cups is like, I'm going to travel for love, right? Or I'm willing to travel for love. I'm willing to go places for that love. Look at what's on the bottom. There's that Scorpio energy. You got both the Scorpio power cards, Judgment and the Death. You've definitely been through some ups and downs. You've definitely been through some hard times. There is no doubt about that. Try not to get too sunk down in the temporary hang-ups right now. I do think things are going to move forward in your favor, but I really think it's a lot of it is simply because you are going to go for it. Like, you're not going to just sit back and wait for things to happen. You're going to go make them happen. That has a lot to do with it. Let's get a little I Ching, a little Tao on this for you. Yeah, longevity. I feel like you've got this power of longevity on your side. You're playing the long game, not the short game. So even if things are not great in the short term right now, Justin, I feel like over the long term, they're going to be fine. Attend to things before they become a problem. Especially take care of yourself on all levels. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to attain mental clarity and physical wellness. You may need a different approach to the situation at hand, so be flexible. Yeah. Be flexible with this. But yeah. No, this is a nice relationship. Just cultivate it. You know, this has got the potential to take root and grow. It's really nice. Nice energy. Hang in there. I know you're feeling restless. Thank you, Shauna. Appreciate that, hon. All right. That was a powerful read there, Justin. Yeah. What is your sun sign again? I know you said you had, I think, Venus and rising Aquarius, but what is your sun sign again? Remind me. And I'm just going to ask a real quick question for you with my angel answer cards. I'm just going to ask about the unemployment coming through, please, for Justin. Any advice you can give us on that? Look at that. Aw. That's beautiful. Okay, Justin, I feel like this is really blessed. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I pulled these. You said, because as soon as I said, what's the reading about? Look at that. You said abundance. That's the first card I pulled. Oh. And then after that, it says, don't stop and choose a new direction. So I get a feeling you may be going to somewhere new, trying something new, but don't give up. That is great. I feel like, yeah, imperfect timing on the bottom. Oh my gosh. And it's up to you. Because it is up to you. There's that leadership energy. That's fabulous. I love it. Priscilla, when did you put your donation in, hun? Where did you do it? Because if it's not done through YouTube, I don't see it. So you just gotta let me know. Because like Mattia, she donates through PayPal. I know, that's exciting, Justin. Sometimes this stuff is uncanny. It's kind of amazing how it's like you asked about something and then boom, it appears. So Nancy, you are next. I've got you down for number 3 spot. And I'm not sure, Priscilla might have donated before Shauna, but I'm doing one for Shauna and one for Priscilla. Okay, Priscilla, I think you probably were first, so I'll put you down on number 4. Because if you used PayPal, then that's where it's going to be. And then after you, Shauna, you are going to be after Priscilla. So we're doing Nancy right now, then Priscilla, and then Shauna. In order. And these reads take maybe about 15 minutes, so Shauna, I'll be back around to you in probably about a half an hour, 30 to 40 minutes. That's how long it will be till I get to you. And Priscilla, it'll be about 15, 20 minutes till I get to yours. If that makes sense. Thank you so much, Justin. I had a great time reading for you. And I really do think things are going to turn out. It's just, this is slow but steady wins the race. You're a Capricorn. You know how that works. You know how that works. And we are, you know, goats, we don't accomplish things fast. We accomplish things right. No problem, Shauna. Thank you so much. So that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. You're going to get where you need to go. Yeah. It's tough for us goaties, isn't it? Keeping the positive thoughts. That's why I'm always jamming on that so much, because I've dealt with chronic depression my whole life, right? You know, and that's such a Capricorn thing. We really go through the depression. It's an interesting thing. That's where that fishtail, you know, how the Capricorn goat has the fishtail, right? Because that's the melancholy side of Capricorn. That's the melancholy, spiritual, sensitive side. Capricorns are extremely sensitive. They just come across as tough and taciturn, but boy, we're squishy inside. So I know how that is. Capricorns can have a really dark sort of humor. We really do. Like, and we can be very depressed, especially if we feel like our ambitions and the things we're working on aren't going the way we want them to. We get really down. So hang in there, David. I know it's easier said than done, but Capricorns play the long game. They really do. And we get better with age. I promise you that. We do. We age the best of the whole zodiac. So time is always on your side when you're a Capricorn. All right, Nancy. Yeah, I'm glad I have my Aquarius energy though, Justin, because it gets me out of that deep, dark goat thing. I always say if I didn't have my Aquarius rising, I wouldn't be doing this right now. That's for sure. I wouldn't be, because Aquarius is a sign of the public, electronics, connecting to the mass consciousness. That's what gets me out of my goat shell, is my Aquarius rising. Absolutely. It's what makes me a performer. I know you do, Kat. I know you do, David. When you start listening to moody music and I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, is he okay? Hey, Nancy. Just checking with you, babe. I'm ready for your question whenever you are. My Pisces. My Pisces. I love my Pisces. Love my Pisces. I'm an honorary Pisces in so many ways. Yeah, but you know, that sad stuff can be so good sometimes, can't it, David? It was Michael Stipe, REM, okay? He's a Capricorn, and he had that very famous song. Everybody's heard it. Everybody hurts sometimes. Yeah, that's a Capricorn song, and it was written by a freaking Capricorn. And I'm like, yeah, that's a Capricorn. They're going to tell you everybody goes through this, so hang in there. Don't take it too hard. Try to get through it. It's going to be okay. That's such a goat song, right? That's the Capricorn tune. There's a lot of Capricorns that are musical. I'm musical, right? You know, it's like that's how we get through this stuff. That's how we get through it. Music is a huge, like, cathartic, healing, coping mechanism. My gosh. I feel like I'd be dead without music and without my music and singing and performing. That's gotten me through so many things in life. I need to do a music live stream again, play the piano and sing for you guys. Haven't done that in a while. I've been super busy. Oh yeah, but you gotta have the upbeat stuff too, David. That's fun. That keeps the vibes up. You're a weirdo, but you're our weirdo. We're all weird here. We're all weird here. So Nancy, honey, are you there? I'm ready for your question. Unless you just want me to do a general reading, I can do that too. I don't know if I saw that one, David. I don't know if I saw that one. Yep, you found the right place. Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a perfect mix, Priscilla. I can dig that. Phil Collins, Aquarius. Tupac was a Gemini. I know my signs. I know my people. Don't even get me started. Tupac and Biggie were both Geminis. That's the lyrical genius right there. Phil Collins, Aquarius. He was, I feel like he was always a bit ahead of his time. Definitely different. Not a typical rock star at all. Yeah, not at all. That live performance by Phil Collins of that song, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And then he sits down, he starts playing the drums too, and you're just like, head explodes. It's just unbelievable. All right, Nancy, sweetheart, I'm going to go ahead and start doing your reading. I'm not sure if you want me to focus on any one thing particular, so I'm going to do a general reading for tonight for this full moon and what's coming up for you in the next couple of weeks, whatever you need to focus on. Oh yeah, that's an Aquarius rising. The freak flag is flying with an Aquarius rising, let me tell you. We always like to get a little bit of that reaction from people. We do. We can't help it. It's that rebellious energy. We like to shake up the snow globe. Yeah. We're revolutionaries. We want to make people think. We want to make them start to think and question and use their mind. Yeah. We want to empower people. That's Aquarius rising. It's Aquarius energy in general. All right. So Nancy, I'm going to do your reading. My dear Pisces, let's see what we have got for you. Dear Spirit, angels, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for Nancy in the chat. Anything she needs to see for her highest and best. I'll start out with one key focus card. No problem, babe. I gotcha. Oh, I love it. Ooh, both beautiful. I pull the first one is the Simplicity card. And then we have the Purity card. Absolutely beautiful kind of energy. So keep it simple. Keep it clear. We definitely have that energy of sort of detox, clarity, removing any clutter. You know, that was definitely coming through in the general Pisces reads. So yeah, keep it simple, keep it pure. That is so beautiful. Yeah, I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, and I never understood why I cried so much. You know, I was always like, isn't Capricorn supposed to be so tough and stoic? But then when I really learned astrology, I was like, oh, look at all my Pisces. Because I have 4 planets in Capricorn, but my Sun, Moon, and Mars are all in the Pisces house. That's what makes me an honorary Pisces. Whatever house your sun sign is in, that is your honorary sign. I also have Neptune, which rules Pisces, in my Capricorn house of career. So my career is definitely very Pisces. It's spiritual, it's musical, creative, you know, it's all of those. And then I have Venus in Pisces in my first house. And in my progressed chart, I have the Sun and Moon progressed in Pisces. So I am a very, very fishy goat. And I'm also a very Aquarian goat because I got that Aquarius rising, and I'm like the last degree of Capricorn. I'm almost an Aquarius at birth. So a lot of fish, a lot of fish. That's where all the emotion. If you're a Capricorn and you feel very emotional, you might have a lot of water in your chart. You might have a lot of water signs in your chart that bring even more of that to the surface, because I sure did. And I was like, oh, that's why I cry so much. All right, Nancy, I'm going to pull some tarot for you, hun. Let's see what we've got coming up, please, for you. Kind of focus on the next couple weeks. pretty cards. Very nice. Really nice. Okay, Nancy. Right in the center, we've got the Two of Cups. There is that sweet connection. I think I can see your messages, Nancy. I think so. Let's see. She just said general reading. So right in the center, we do have the Two of Cups. There's that love energy again, Cancer energy. It is a definite sort of message of love connections. It's definitely about healing existing connections. It can be about new meetings, something that feels like destiny. And we got the King of Cups. I mean, if you were going to ask me, the way I'd read this literally is like a Cancer man coming in, okay? Or a Cancer individual, because both of these cards are very strong Cancer energy to me. King of Cups and Two of Cups is like a love connection with a fellow water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but mostly I feel Cancer on this. Very, very strongly. It's also an energy of nostalgia, right? There's also an energy of nostalgia around Cancer. And, you know, with the Mercury in retrograde, you may be thinking backward. Yeah, I saw that it's a general read, but that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up is some love energy right in the center. So in the immediate past, we do have the Star card, Aquarius energy. So I do feel like you're coming into, you know, the next couple of weeks where you're coming from is that the feeling of hope and faith being restored, light at the end of the tunnel, light at the end of the dark outcome. It's like you've really punched through a lot of difficult times, and I feel like your hope has been restored in some way, some aspect, right? Yeah, I see your messages, Nancy. I'm doing a general read. And the Queen of Wands. Wow, so you've got both Aquarius and Leo energy in your immediate past. So Queen of Wands, to me, is always going to be your Leo queen. And that is really I feel like this is a restoration of self-confidence, self-worth, feeling good about yourself, getting back up on your throne, and just feeling very empowered. That's where I feel like you're coming from in the immediate past. Going into your future, we have the Emperor card. So this is Aries energy. This is all about taking action forward. And to me, like I was saying to a couple of folks, you know, about the Emperor, it has that impulsiveness, spontaneous energy of the Aries, right? But he is also an older gentleman, so he has that wisdom about it, right? I always get the feeling that, you know, the Emperor knows how to take action, but he is also someone that really does think about what the strategy is. Very, very positive leadership card. Three of Wands. So I feel like there is a balancing act here going into the immediate future. Nancy, we've got the Three of Wands on top of this Emperor. So part of it is you taking your own action and leadership, but it's also knowing when to hang back and let things come to you, right? Because the Three of Wands is those ships coming in. It's like, I've already taken the action, I've already done the work. Now I got to wait for the ships to come in my way. What you're focused on in the subconscious position is the Ten of Cups. So you're definitely focused on your bliss, fulfillment, contentment, peace, joy, having that happy home environment. Let's get a clarifier on that one. Wow. Okay. Only the best for you. My goodness, look at that Ten of Pentacles on top of the Ten of Cups. So Nancy, you are very, very focused on something good in your life, something very excellent coming into your life, and I love it. This is like you are focused on not only being happy, but being happy and content for the long term as well. That is so nice. Yeah, there might be some lag in your comments, Nancy, because I don't know if you might want to refresh the page even. Because sometimes that happens. Like if I'm watching a live, if I leave the page for a minute, come back or anything like that, it's like there's a lag, that you might be having some lag. But it's okay. This'll be up for you to watch whenever you want to. So on the top, crowning the spread, is the Six of Pentacles. There is that equal give and take, that equal reciprocal energy. And so that to me is Taurus and Libra energy. We definitely have the earthiness of Taurus and the Pentacles, and we have the Scales of Justice, which is the Libra energy. So I feel like, you know, Spirit's really saying, like, use your intuition. When you know it's right, you know it's right. But this is a super positive reading here, Nancy. I mean, these are just great cards. They're super, super good. You're focused very much on ultimate happiness and fulfillment. You're coming from a place of a lot of confidence, self-worth being returned and restored. You've really got a potential of, again, love interest, love connection, King of Cups sitting on top of that. It's very, very nice. Yeah. And taking action on something, and also having some ships coming in the future. Yeah, there's a lot of reworking. And I do feel there's a part of it that's like, it's a restoration of reciprocity. I know that's kind of funny to say, but yeah, that's what it feels like. You know, it's like you're really rebuilding a foundation where there's a balance coming back in. Equal give and take. Equal give and take. So let's get some advice on this for you, hon. It's a very positive read. I mean, I'd like to get a read. Anybody like to get a read like this? But I think Spirit is kind of saying, you know, it's like, gotta balance your energies. Gotta balance those energies. Yeah. I would say continue to focus on those hopes and dreams. This to me is a very strong message here with the Star, with the Ten of Cups, with the Ten of Pentacles. Suggested approach is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, you have to take the steps. You have to do the work, right? You know, it's one of those things like, you know, you can have all these good, you know, omens and good messages coming in, but if you don't take the practical steps, it's like it can't really arrive. And it may take more time than you expect, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow walking knight. You know, it's like that horse isn't charging in, it's not running like crazy, it's pretty stationary in the card, right? It's Virgo energy, does its due diligence. So it may be a bit of a slow walk, but it's so nice. It's so nice. Is he rich? That's so funny. He might be rich in love. I definitely get that sense. I mean, this is somebody very emotional, right? Let's get a clarifier on this Knight of Pentacles. Strength card. Yeah, you're going to have a little courage. That's for sure. Because things do take time with this progression, right? It's slow and steady wins the race, and it's really about keeping the faith, keeping your courage, being brave as things unfold, right? Don't give up. Don't give up. Be resilient, and listen to your heart. Listen to your heart as you go through this process. What you need to know is the High Priestess. This to me is all about being in touch with your intuition, really understanding the deep needs of your soul and your spirit. You know, sometimes you may not be able to find all the words to express exactly how you feel, because the High Priestess is very sensitive and she's kind of secretive, like she's mysterious a little bit, right? Yeah, you may be mulling over some things from your past too. You know, good old Six of Cups has come out again and again. I think almost everybody has had this card in their reading tonight. It's the Mercury retrograde, because this is, like I said, this is a card of the past. It's a card of nostalgia, sentimentality, thoughts and situations of the past, childhood, old relationships, things like that. So I do feel like you may be mulling that over a little bit, especially until the beginning of June when the Mercury retrograde ends. Hopes and fears here, is the Hierophant. So I do feel like, there's this sort of like hoping for a committed relationship or connection, a hoping for really breaking through and understanding that spiritual wisdom as well, right? Again, Six of Pentacles. I get a feeling too that what you're really concerned about in a relationship and having a healthy one is equal give and take coming in, right? You really, really want this balance. Don't want it to be a one-sided relationship where you're having to do all the work. Like, you really want somebody to do their, part in things. That's a real strong message on this. Outcome card is the Nine of Cups. So again, I just feel like this is an ongoing process. This is something that's in flux. Absolutely. You're still in this process of going towards those hopes and dreams and manifesting them, because you're holding in your subconscious, right? Subconscious thoughts is the 10 of Pentacles and Cups. It's like, this is the ultimate. This is what I want. You're very focused on that internally. And I just feel like, you're continuing on that path with this Nine of Cups in the outcome position. Like, it's, you're getting there. You're real close. It feels close. If it takes time, it takes time. But it's like, I don't feel like it's going to take forever. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Yeah, you might feel like a little nervous, a little anxious around it. It's like, when is this going to happen? I hope it hope it comes in quick. So you might feel a little nervous around it. Hang in there. Hang in there with it. This is definitely a journey. It's a journey that you're on. Yeah. King of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles on the bottom. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy. This is sort of that undercurrent. And so I feel like with this, and I know we've talked about this plenty of times before, is that there is this balance. And that might be part of why that Six of Pentacles is coming in there twice as well. Because this is that balance between, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want my heart to get hurt. I don't want to get taken advantage of financially. So I think I'll just guard myself, right? But if you guard yourself too tight, you can never let the love or abundance in. So it's this real, I feel like you're walking a balance right now of taking action and moving towards it, but also let things come to you, right? Yeah, you are very strong. King of Pentacles. I mean, this is very grounded, very stabilizing energy. Let's get an affirmation card. Let's pull you a card from the Tao on here. It's a great read though, and it's very focused. But I do feel like you have high standards, and I can relate. I have high standards too, but when you have high standards, it can be challenging. Can be challenging to find people that live up to that for you. It can be, of course. Truth. Oh, yeah. There's our bunny. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is one of the Chinese zodiac cards from this deck, is the rabbit. And I love this too for you, because the rabbit is the same equivalent Western sign as Pisces in the Chinese zodiac. I love it. You already know the truth. The root cause of any obstacles has finally crystallized in your mind. Be inspired about this new outlook in life. You have everything you need to succeed. Action and discipline are required. Stop procrastinating. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I see this balance between like action and waiting for a while. Yeah. And to me, the Nine of Cups says, don't get too satisfied with getting where you've already gotten. It's like, you got to go the next little bit. Yeah. Hope that worked for you. I hope that came out okay. I don't know if there was a lag in the chat. I do apologize if that happened. So yeah, families can be a challenge. Yeah, they can. Biological families are optional. You don't gotta keep them in your life. Oh, no problem, Justin. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate that. And we got 2 more people. So Priscilla, I am ready for you, babe. Whenever you are ready to ask your question. I'm gonna go grab a glass of water too, because I need it. My throat's a little itchy. All right, guys, I am back. The possum is outside. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. You always have a lot of love energy around you, so I'm wondering what that's about. Whew. You always do. The possum is outside. He's eating my compost. I think where there was some apple cores and stuff like that, and some banana peel. He's crunching down on it. The possums are hilarious. He's just sitting there, just happy rooting through it. He's my little nocturnal friend. I love my little possums. The only thing that's sad about possums is they don't live very long. They only live like a year or two. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, you got a jealous person around you, Nancy? Don't we always? I got those people around me, and I'm like, you can be jealous, but you don't know what I'm dealing with. If I gave you my issues and stuff, you wouldn't want them. You wouldn't want to deal with my stuff. All right, let's get it. All right, Priscilla, I hope I didn't miss your question. Let me go back and check. Right, though I lost a boyfriend 2 years ago. Yeah. Oh, you're shy. I know. All right, let's see, Priscilla. Let's focus on let's do some positivity here for you. Let's get you a focus card to start. All right, dear spirit, angels, ancestors, guardians, let's see what we got for our Priscilla here in the chat. Anything that she needs to know for her highest and best, along with any blessings, whatever positive is coming into her life. We're going to do a positivity reading. So even the more difficult cards, we're still going to read them with the most positive bent. That's what we do with that. Ooh. Okay, so you may be doing a little travel, or you may be thinking about going somewhere. The first card of focus came up as the voyage. So it's definitely reaching out beyond the here and now for you. And we have the potential card on the bottom. So potential voyage, potential travel. That's definitely a part of this. You might be going somewhere. You might be planning a journey. Very beautiful. It's a little mysterious right now, you know? It's like you may even be going, I haven't thought about doing that. But it's there in the clouds. It's there. Let's see what we've got in the tarot for Priscilla. Let's see what is coming up around her. Oh, yeah. No, I definitely a feeling of movement and travel. Wow. Okay. Right in the center is the Knight of Cups. So I'm not sure what your relationship status is. If you're single, there might be somebody new coming into your life, or you might be making a love offer towards someone else. If you're already in a relationship, it could either be moving to the next level. You might be moving somewhere together. This is very sweet energy. It's very romantic. It's Pisces, you know, it's that real romancy. Let's see, get a clarifier on him. The only note I ever put on the Knight of Cups is always that they can be a bit of a seductive personality, so it's always good to just double check what their intentions are. I'm just saying. But since this is a more positive reading, oh, it doesn't surprise me at all. Mercury retrogrades are famous for people from the past wanting to come and visit. If it's meant to be, it'll stick. If it's not, they'll move right on with the retrograde. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. Yeah, no, this is Pisces energy. Oh my goodness. So even if this person isn't a Pisces, that's kind of how they feel to you. Very emotional, sensitive, spiritual, maybe creative or musical. But the Hanged Man is Neptune energy, and Neptune rules Pisces. So, it's very possible that they may have gone through quite a bit or are going through a lot, right? And so as a result, they're seeing things from a different perspective at this time in their life. In your immediate past, I do feel like you've kind of cleared the decks, right? And you're ready for something new and fresh. You're ready for new, happier, more joyful energy. Page of Wands is Aries. It's, to me, a card of fun, silliness, a little bit more joyful, right? It's just fun returning, right? Happiness returning, birth of a new life. Could be your new life, right? And so, I feel like, yeah, if you got out of a toxic relationship, you're just like, whew, you're ready to just have some fun again without some creep dragging you, dragging you down. I tell you, I've been there, done that. I've been in a toxic relationship before. About darn near killed me at times. And it was like a giant 170-pound weight lifting off my shoulders when it went away. It's like, gee, why do I feel happier again? Oh, I don't know. Because I don't have some jerk telling me how crappy I am all the time anymore. I don't know why I'm feeling better. Yeah, you definitely did the right thing for you, because the Hermit is there too in your past. And so that is a card of healing. It's that pioneering journey. I feel like even if you cared about this person, you did the right thing for you. You followed your truth. You followed your inner star of guidance here. And you may still be doing some healing, but I feel like you've really made, you put your foot down. You put your foot down, you did the right thing, and your happiness starts to return. Oh, it took me a lot longer than 2 years, I hate to say, but yeah. No, once you finally get out of it, it's a great feeling. It really is. So going into the future, look at that, 10 of Swords. So the 10s are the end of a cycle. And I feel like that cycle has ended for you, that difficult cycle of feeling of betrayal, loss, heartache, disappointment, all that kind of junk, right? Yeah, exactly. So I understand that, Priscilla. Yeah, you can't do the one-sided thing. No, no, no. So I do feel like, a lot of these painful cycles have come full circle. They're no longer part of your life. You've learned some big lessons. You've gone through a lot of hurdles. So let's get a clarifier on this 10 of Swords. Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. Right. And that's what it is, Priscilla. And it doesn't mean that you don't care about somebody. It doesn't mean that you don't have good memories. I have good memories of some of my, past situations, but it wasn't good enough to keep me there in something that was essentially really dysfunctional, right? And so that to me is just really what it is. So the star on top of this is great. I mean, this just can't get really nicer. It's the Aquarius energy. It is the future, in the future position. It's the return of hopes, dreams, light at the end of the tunnel, wishes starting to be fulfilled. It's really nice. And I feel like that is really your focus too. This is in the subconscious position as the Ace of Wands. I feel like ultimately there's this passionate new beginning in life, this new enthusiasm coming in, this fiery, upbeat energy. And you really do feel like you've been granted sort of a new beginning. It's very, very nice. Let's get into a clarifier on this. Let's see what this central energy with this new life is around. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, and I do feel like, right now inside, I feel like you might be hesitating just a little bit, and that's really normal when you've gone through a lot. Four of Pentacles, it's Capricorn energy. It's a little guarded, it's a little careful and cautious. doesn't want to get taken advantage of emotionally or financially. So you are playing it a little close to the chest. So, you know, it's like, I feel like you're very hopeful inside, but you are also being very cautious at the same time. And that's okay. Just don't be so closed up that you can't let new good things in. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is the Four of Wands, guys. For you, Priscilla, that is a beautiful card. I feel like Spirit is kind of letting you know, don't give up. There's better out there for you. You know, this can be that soulmate twin flame energy, a celebratory feeling within the home, within the heart. I think they're kind of looking out for you. And also strength returning, strength and courage returning here with that Leo energy of the strength card, right? Let's get some advice on this for you. This is nice. This is a really nice read. I feel a sneeze coming. I'm surprised I only have one sneeze for the night so far. I feel I've been sneezing all day. The allergens have been bad here. And they've been digging up next door to us, and the dirt has been flying. Like, it's been crazy, guys. The house next door to us and the house next to that both knocked down. They're digging up trees and stumps and flinging things around over there. It's been crazy this past week or so. The ground's been shaking. I feel like I'm in an earthquake. I'm like, All right, Priscilla, let's get some advice for you here, hon. Wow, wow, and wow. Okay. Suggested approach. Enjoy yourself. 9 of Pentacles. That is my ultimate single and loving it card. This is like, just do your thing. Prosper within yourself. See the bigger picture. Enjoy your work. Do whatever it is that supports you. It's a time of flourishing for you on that personal level. Wow. Let's get a clarifier on that 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and 6 of Wands. It is so positive here, Priscilla. Look at this. This is a card of victory, recognize success and achievement. So I feel like, no, I mean, your suggestion is to just really, like, be awesome in your own life. Like, do your thing. Work your magic. Work at the things that you love. You know, if you're doing well at your job, keep going. You know, if you want to start something new or start a project, it has a very good chance of being successful. This is a super, super, super positive energy. What you need to know, Queen of Wands. That is my Leo queen. So to me, it's like you're also being restored back to your position of power and self-worth, right? Because the positive side of Leo energy is an energy of self-worth. You know, healthy self-esteem, not arrogance. It's a difference. Yeah, and I think it's also time for you to collaborate with good people, right? To connect with people that recognize your self-worth, that recognize that you're a valuable person to partner with, right? It's not about, you know, working with people that don't see your value here. Hopes and fears is the moon card. There's that Pisces energy. So I do feel like, you know, you have a lot of hope. You have a lot of that like dreamy, you know, like romantic feelings and imagination, but you are concerned about being deceived. That is a thing. You don't want to be deceived or betrayed again. You may have felt kind of betrayed in the last relationship that you were in, or maybe you felt like they weren't telling you everything. And so you don't want to go through that again. That is just, you're not interested in that. Yeah, you want the good stuff. You want real you want real tangible manifest. You want, it's like if somebody's interested in you, you want them to show you, like in no uncertain terms. It's like talk is cheap. Show me. Don't tell me, show me. That's how I feel. That's where you're at. It's like until somebody's willing to do that, you ain't there with it. It's reciprocal energy. You need equal give and take. There it is. My reciprocal energy card. The 6 of Pentacles. It's having that balance, right? It's being able to give generously without giving until you have nothing left, right? It's that feeling like I can't help others if I'm not taking care of myself too. And in our personal relationships or business dealings, it indicates that there needs to be harmonious flow. Look at that again. The 4 of Wands. Wow. Wow, Priscilla. So twin flame, soulmate energy, the right one for you is not going to leave you hanging. There's going to be an equal reciprocal balance, an equal give and take. And when you feel that, when you see that, then you'll know it's the right person. That's it. Strength card on the bottom again. Leo energy, King of Pentacles on the bottom, Taurus energy. All right. So have courage, have faith. That's a big part of that strength card, you know. Oh, take care, Silver Star. Have a good night. Let's get you an affirmation. Wow. I feel like whatever you're doing for work is very positively aspected right now. We've got the God of Wealth and the element of metal coming through for you in the Tao. The money god is knocking at your door. Open and welcome him in. This is not only a sign of monetary gain or financial success, it also portends good fortune in all things: health, relationships, career, and family. Wow. That's nice. That's a really nice message. Yeah. I get that feeling like when you're really happy within yourself, like everything else just flows from that place. But I think there's some movement. There's some kind of potential travel or movement on the horizon here too. I don't think you're just going to be staying like in one place. There's not a stagnant feeling. It's like things are flowing, things are moving. Yeah. All right, Shauna, thanks for coming back, and I'm ready for you. Is it stressing you out? Oh. But money isn't bad. Yeah. That might be the thing to start looking at shifting up, you know. I'm not sure what kind of work you do. We didn't dig into that so much, but yeah, stress is never good. Ugh. I want you to have a happy situation in your career, and it feels like there's really good, like really positive stuff surrounding that for you. Hey, Shauna. Yeah, whenever you're ready to ask your question, I'm here. We're ready to go for you. Just thinking about Priscilla's energy. New location in June. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something different's on the horizon. Oh, wow. That is something else, Priscilla. That is a lot. That's a lot. Okay, sounds great, Shauna. Yeah, no, my sister has done a lot of child care and daycares and preschool and stuff like that. And oh yeah, it's a ton of work. It's fulfilling, but it's like, woo, it's a lot. All right, Shauna. What is your lots of endings since last year's eclipses? Yeah, there has been. There's been so much transformational change. I would agree with that. What is your astrology if you want to share that? Do you want let's see, your sun, your moon, your rising, things like that, if you pretty much every area feels karmic. Yeah. Some of it really does, and I will say I've honestly been feeling that especially strongly since Saturn went through Capricorn. It's in Aquarius now. Virgo, Sun, Gemini, Moon. Oh wow, that's a lot of fancy footwork you're doing right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that Mercury retrograde. I bet you're feeling that one, Shauna. I bet you are. That is a lot. That's a lot of Mercury energy. Because both your sun and your moon are ruled by Mercury, those two signs. All right, so let's see what we have got for you coming in this, after this eclipse and everything. Let's see what comes around. Purity. Yeah. Oh, honey. You are no joke on this, Shauna. Oh my goodness. This is like blowing my mind. Okay, so top card was purity. Bottom card is purification. You got both of the purity purification cards. So Shauna, oh my goodness, you are not wrong on your instincts about feeling like there's endings, karma completing. This to me is like you are clearing things out or are being cleared out. There's purity, purification, detox, expunging all the negative. Love the sunflower because it just feels like there's new birth. There's optimism that comes up after that. But wow, that is a lot. That's definitely a lot. You're getting the clean sweep with those cards. That is for sure. Oh my goodness. You know, and eclipse energies are like the breath out, right? The solar energies, it's like you're bringing things in. The solar eclipses are that breath in, and the lunar is like like letting it go. So I think in a big way you're letting it go. What did you say? You were a Sagittarius rising, I think. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Sagittarius rising. Okay. Hey there, Amber. So good to see you, hun. So with the Sagittarius rising, you know that full moon in Scorpio is most likely hitting your 12th house, 11th, 12th house. And, you know, that is a very sensitive house. It's a Pisces house, right? So it is really doing that cleansing job, that healing, transformative job in that spiritual sector of your life. And a lot of people, like old astrology calls, like, you know, the 12th house the karmic house, the garbage house. I'm like, thanks a lot. I got 3 planets in the 12th house. Are you calling my house garbage? But it is kind of where everything goes to be cleansed, right? Because it's the last cycle before the new beginning. And so, yes, there is a lot that has to be healed and transcended. And so that's why you're feeling it. Oh, thank you, JW. I appreciate that. Lunar Eclipse Shot Glass Fund. Thank you, hon. All right. So let's get into your tarot, Shauna. We're going to take a peek at what's going on here. Yeah, I need a shot glass fund. I think that's a great idea. Uh-huh. Yep, Shauna, I know your 12th house is for real. I know it's for real for me. I got a lot going on in that house. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's your Saggy energy coming in the beginning there. So you're coming in pretty strong. I feel like, you know, in spite of it all, I feel like you've balanced pretty well. Look at that. Right in the center of your Celtic cross is the Temperance card, and that's the Sagittarius energy. 1 foot in the water of emotion, 1 foot on the solid earth, right? Balancing purity of intentions. Yet again, that keyword of purity, right? In this card, the white of the robe is the purity of intention, and the red of the wings is the passion, the desire to move things forward, right? So it brings those two things together very beautifully. And I feel like that's, you know, I feel like in spite of probably dealing with a lot of heavy subjects and issues, you're actually keeping your center pretty darn well here. That's a feeling I get. And it's probably it's probably not anything, you know, it's really good for you. Like you're feeling it. I gotta go take a look at that moon, you know. You've done a lot of work to get there, though. You know, this stuff isn't without effort. Temperance is also a card of resilience. It reminds you that you're stronger than you know. Queen of Wands, honey. Yeah, there's a lot of fire here. You're a lot of nice fiery energy. So that's my Leo queen. You know, to me, this is really just knowing your worth, stepping up into that throne, using your magic, using your power, not messing with people who don't show you the proper respect and care and attention, treat you like the queen that you are. That's important. That's real important. In the immediate past, we got our Tower card. To me, that's the clean sweep. Oh, so you are. Okay, so you're a cuspy Virgo. That makes sense why you've got some fire coming in there, because, you know, it's interesting, like all that purification energy is very Virgo, but then Queen of Wands is super Leo. I like the blend. I'm a cusper too. I'm a Capricorn on the cusp of Aquarius. Take care, Nancy. Love you, hun. So the Tower card in the immediate past just really says, you know, it's like Spirit has really been toppling some old foundations, getting rid of some old junk from your life, right? You might have been taking quite an active role in that too. There could have been some surprising situations or unexpected events that really made you have to reorder things quite a bit. But that's definitely part of it. And I feel like right now, you know, you're feeling like, darn, I got through the fire, I got through the flames, I got through, you know, all these crises. I'm, you know, stronger than I thought I was. What's that saying about, you know, a woman is like a tea bag. You don't know how strong she is till you put her in hot water. I think that was something Eleanor Roosevelt said. I don't know if she originated that quote, but I like it. I really like it. And yeah, look at the Six of Cups coming up. Everybody's got Six of Cups tonight, y'all. This is our Mercury retrograde card, feeling of the past. Six of Cups is the past. Nostalgia, old energies. So, you know, this could be like you either put an old relationship that was toxic to rest. Maybe you've healed up some old childhood issues or healing the inner child. Family stuff, home stuff. That's what this is about. That's some big healing there. And going into the going into the immediate future with the Five of Wands, you are feisty. You know, and you may be kind of got your guard up a little bit. This is my tussle card. This is definitely that, like, you know. Anybody that comes at you right now, you're not going to take any crap from them, you know. People that come at you with a lot of ego or a lot of that kind of stuff, or if they're argumentative, you're just not interested. Knight of Cups. Yeah, and it could be those love relationships. Oh my goodness, because look at that Knight of Cups. It could be like, there could be people that like bring you love offers or they want to date you and you're just like, get out of my face. That's how it feels. It's almost like, and you might, this could be one of those classic situations where it's like, you don't think you like the person at all at first, but then you get to know them, you're like, oh, they're not so bad, you know. But it's almost this feeling like, you know what, if they can't handle my fire, if they can't, if they're too like weak to stand up to my challenge to them, like I don't want them anyway. Like you want somebody that has a little zap, a little punch. You don't want a spineless person. That's the feeling I get. On the bottom, we have got the Three of Pentacles. So this is very what you're focused on, right? You're focused on creating good collaborations, good connections, working with positive people that share your same interest at heart, right? The thing about, you know, the Three of Pentacles, it's the architect, right? It's the builder. And here's the person, you know, here's the two people, here's the monk, here's the acolyte. They're coming with the blueprint saying we want to build this new spiritual sanctuary, right? And they're all working together to create that, to make it happen. So this is what's in your subconscious soul right now. You really do want those good connections. You want working relationships that are positive for everybody involved. Three of Pentacles isn't necessarily a romance card, but it's definitely one of those like good working relationship cards, right? It's a feeling of like we're stronger together, right? It's that team player, team effort. And you're very focused on those kind of people. Like you really want that feeling of like, yeah, we've all got the same vision. We're all going to get together and do something that's positive for everyone. Queen of Cups. Yeah, your boundaries are strong right now. I do feel that. Your emotional boundaries. Yeah, and I think that that's important, Shauna, because look at that. That's my Scorpio queen, Queen of Cups. She's the only one in that suit of cups that keeps the lid on that cup, and she is very careful about who she lets in. And you are very picky right now. Like, and that's not a bad thing to be. I've had that in my life where I've had to let go of, you know, people in working situations, friendships, because it just wasn't right or they weren't treating me right. So that's what I feel for you here, is that you're being very careful about your boundaries. Like you're really strong about it. And that's a good thing to be, you know. You want to work with people where the energy is nice and solid and you don't have a funny feeling about them. You know, Queen of Cups is super intuitive, super caring, very nurturing, very compassionate, but she is also careful about, she's discerning about who she lets into her world. On the top, crowning the spread, King of Pentacles. So I do feel Spirit is kind of letting you know, it's like all of this is meant to essentially ground your energy, stabilize you, and get you to a place where you can enjoy not just your work, but the efforts, the results of your work, right? Thank you so much, Priscilla. Have a wonderful evening, sweetheart. Really enjoyed reading for you, hon. Wow. Yeah, this is very nice at the top here, Shauna, with the Chariot card on top of the King of Pentacles. So to me, it's a movement forward, victory, success, understanding yourself and your balance of yourself even better. That's really what Spirit's pushing you towards. So let's get some advice cards for you. These are fun. Wow. Wow. Okay. Suggested approach is to make the connections that you're guided to make. You got the Two of Cups. So you may be a single Pringle right now, but you may not be for long. Be open to love. That's what I would say. Be open to love. Be open to heart healing. Be open to good connections that feel fated, right? That feel meant to be. Yeah, oh, the love is there. I mean, that's, to me, you know, you got that Knight of Cups coming in the future. Then for suggested approach, Two of Cups with the Page of Cups. This is emotional messages, love messages, text communications. Sometimes it's people apologizing to you. Sometimes it's like somebody from the past, and you know that comes up a lot during Mercury retrograde. They might come up for like, please forgive me, I screwed up so bad. That is always a possibility. But overall, yeah, stay open. Stay open to loving communication, messages of love and compassion. Very nice, very nice. What you need to know is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is to me about the work-life balance, right? I see that too on the top. Here's the work-life balance, the work and the life. And honestly, King of Cups is about that too, like just within itself. You know, this is Capricorn energy on the Two of Pentacles. So it is about like, don't burn the candle at both ends. Don't work too hard, right? Don't beat yourself up too much. Remember to have some fun. The Two of Pentacles, it's like you've got to remember to have a little bit of fun. Look at this. Oh my gosh, your Three of Pentacles is coming out again. You are very focused on this though. You are. You're very focused on work right now. And finding good people to work with, right? The Three of Pentacles has come up in your reading twice. You're kind of on that right now. Hopes and fears, not a surprising card for anybody that's been through tough times in love, is the Three of Swords. That to me is a no-brainer. It just says, I hope I don't get hurt again, but I'm afraid I might, right? That's as simple as it gets. Let's get a clarifier around this. It's really saying, it's like, I don't want to go through all that again. I don't really want to go through all that recovery time again. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, and it's because maybe in the past and I can really relate to this. I think so many people go through this feeling. I've definitely gone through it myself where I'm like, do I just pick bad people? Do I just pick crappy people? Or are there just a lot of crappy people? And usually the answer is, nah, there's just a lot of crappy people. And so for you, it's this fear of choosing the wrong one. Like I think you're going to have options. I think you're going to have offers. I think that there's going to be people come in your way. But the Seven of Cups is a little overwhelming emotionally. And it's kind of like, I want to make the right choice because I got a lot of options on the table. So, you know, it's really kind of saying don't procrastinate, but just, you know, when the time comes to choose, either do your research, freaking background check these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with doing that. And, you know, and either make a choice or just don't make a choice. Like, you don't have to take any of them if you don't like any of them, right? It's just, but it's really saying, like, don't let that overwhelm you. There are a lot of rough people in the world. It's sad to say, especially when you're sensitive, when you're intuitive. It's tougher. I've been through my share of broken hearts. It's rough. It's really rough. I've always said I'd rather have a freaking broken leg than a broken heart. At least I know the leg is going to heal in a certain amount of time, right? The broken heart, you don't know. It's so challenging. Outcome card is the High Priestess, which is a bit amorphous for an outcome card. So in a lot of ways, you know, when I get this as an outcome, I feel like your journey is definitely ongoing. There's no solid like outcome as of yet, right? This is definitely like you're still in the flow of learning, of intuition, of understanding, you know, your feelings. You know, you may be kind of like taking just time to do your own thing, to really get to know yourself again and come back to your center. That's very important. Let's get a clarifier on this High Priestess, because that's lunar. That's like that moon energy. Oh yeah, it's high. It's that, you know, you got the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. You're very careful right now. You're a little mysterious. You're being a little mysterious right now for sure. Yeah, Ace of Swords. But I feel like the interesting thing about this is even though this can be that really like misty, almost confusing, but not real. I wouldn't call High Priestess necessarily confusing, but it's a little bit hard to pin it down, because this is spiritual knowledge and mysteries that are sometimes even mysterious to her herself, right? But I feel like the process is very important to you, because as you go through it, things do become clear. And with this Ace of Swords clarifying, I feel like that's such an ultimate card of clarity, right? And seeing things very crystal clear, very sharp. To me, that's the hand of spirit, like cutting through that veil that hangs in the back, right? So you can see the full truth, you know what it is, you have that success, that victory, and like anything that didn't make a whole lot of sense finally does. So that's a nice outcome card there. Um, yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of indecisive energy, just a little. The Two of Swords. You also have that Seven of Cups, so you might feel like I've got some choices to make. I'm really kind of balancing them. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. You do need some rest. You do, with the Nine of Wands. I feel like you've been fighting a bit of a hard battle, right? You've been fighting a bit of a battle, and it's like, whew, yeah, set it down for a second. Just relax. Because you've been doing a lot of work. You've been cleaning, clearing, cleansing, all that purification coming up in there. That's a lot of work, hon. Let's get a affirmation on this for you. Yeah. I get that sense that grounding is very positive for you right now. And this is one of the Chinese zodiac cards from this deck. It's the Ox, and the Year of the Ox energy. That was last year, actually. It's akin to Capricorn in the Western wheel. So grounding, patience, one step at a time. This is an ambitious energy. There's no doubt about that. You know, it is an ambitious energy. Um, but it is very stable. One step at a time. Slow but steady wins the race. Stand up forcefully for what you believe. Your strength and intelligence will get you through. Don't rush your decision based on limited information, right? Get all the information. Like I said, do your research. Welcome others' constructive opinions, but don't allow yourself to be pushed, right? Nice and solid and centered. Yeah. Right. And I know how that feels, Shauna. I truly do, because I'll tell you, I try not to get into the energy of regret much, but if I was going to say I regret anything at all, it is that I have spent a lot of time and focus on messing with love relationships that never worked out, and just wasted my time, my energy, my emotions, my feelings. And I'm like, you know what? If I had just been focusing on my work and myself, I'd be even further ahead on those things if I hadn't let some stupid guy like derail me. So, you know, I can understand that. Like, and it's frustrating because, we're loving people. We want that connection. We want that thing. We have that in our heart. But, finding people that really will work with you, it shouldn't be that difficult, but it is for so many. I'm included. It's been a journey. Continues to be a journey, So definitely hang in there, because I tell you, it's, the most important relationship we have, of course, is with ourselves. It is always with ourselves, right? It's, we have to do that work first. And that's the thing that nobody tells you. Like, nobody tells you that growing up. Does anybody tell us growing up? No. They put on the dang Disney movies, and one day my prince will come, and you think that that's like, okay, I'll get the prince and everything will be great. And it's like, they never say, hey, honey, build your own self up, love on your own self. They never tell you that growing up. And then it's like you kind of realize you give all that love and all that stuff. You should have been pouring it into yourself all along, because the right one will value that about you. Right? Exactly. Oh, it's like, now you tell me. And that it's not a simple journey. For most people, life has a lot of twists and turns, you know? There's no one clear formula to happiness and contentment. There just isn't. But I really think that the heart of it is getting clear on ourselves, knowing our self-worth, knowing our boundaries, knowing what we will accept and not accept. And once you're there, it gets a lot easier. It gets a lot easier. A lot less stressful. That's for sure. All right, hon. Thank you so much, guys. You are my last reading of the night, and I'm going to wrap this up. The full moon will be absolutely full at 12:14 a.m. So it is only about maybe just a little over half an hour away, maybe about 40 minutes till we've got that perfect full moon, guys. Yep. All right, Shauna, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate your time and your energy. And I'll be seeing you all again very soon. I'm not sure when I'll be doing my next live stream, but I always do the spirit animal readings twice monthly. Like the first half of the month, second half of the month. I do those. And if I'm able to jump in and do another live and take personal questions and stuff like that, we'll do that too. Thank you so much, Ocean, my goatee friend. All right, hon. Have a great night, everyone. Mwah. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.